Hey man, how's
Yo,
it
what
going?
up? What up?
We're live, man. I was
We
watching
are live. Sorry.
man, I was watching the penalty they gave to Juventus.
Oh, they gave Juventus a penalty?
Yeah, last minute, something like that.
Of
88.
course, of course, of course they did. Was
Uh,
it a real? Was it a good penalty or fake penalty?
man, it's really light, really soft, really, really soft.
Really?
I mean, I don't know, really soft. I can do a screenshot if you want to see it.
Well, there it is. Juve just equalized. Dybala 1-1.
Really soft penalty, I would say. Pete, man, what do you think about this penalty? Pete is here.
What up, Pete? I think he said something. One moment. Technical difficulties for Pete. He'll be with us in a second.
That's fine. That's fine, Pete.
Roy pretending not to be ecstatic. Well, actually, I am ecstatic because a 1-1 suits us better.
To be fair, yeah. I mean, better, yeah, better. It's better. It's better for us. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
And yeah, we are doing well, man. I heard. I haven't seen the game. I saw, of
I
course, the
saw the game.
goals.
I saw the game.
You saw the whole game, yeah.
I saw every single minute, every single second. I saw it all, and not even live. So I saw it after.
What do you think about this comment? Ref got a new car from Agnelli.
It's
He got a
probably it's probably a
got
Fiat Punto, whatever it's called, or do you think you got a Ferrari? What do you think?
he's a massive favorite. This one. I think you get at least a Maserati or a Jeep.
A Jeep.
He's a, yeah,
I,
he's a massive favorite.
I would do it for a Jeep. I would do it for a Jeep.
Which one? A full option, huh?
The V12 Jeep with turbo.
Anyway, Roy, what is this, man? We're not getting paid from Jeep, so
Yeah,
stop it with
right.
this bullshit, man.
I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. No Jeep. No Jeep.
No Jeep, no Jeep.
But
Anyway, Interisti. I was. It's funny because a lot of Juventini was complaining about the red cards AC Milan got in favor yesterday, and today they got this really soft penalty, which
uh,
is.
hmm. Yeah. Which red card are we talking about?
I think the first one. A lot of people were
Hmm.
saying that wasn't a red card. I think it's a red card.
Who was saying that?
A lot of people on Twitter, especially Inter and Juventus fan,
I
were
gotta
complaining about.
say that in my opinion, it was a soft red card, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
I
It
think
was.
it's a clear chance of goal. People are saying, yeah, but
You think it was
Krunic is not
clear?
gonna get the ball. Yeah, if he was going 1v1 with the keeper, that is the situation.
Yeah, yeah. I felt it was a little bit soft, but it's okay, man. It's okay. Um, it's definitely a card.
Yeah, but this is the point. If you stop the game for a foul, that is a clear chance of goal. There is just the goalkeeper in front of you, and you're running towards. Now we can discuss maybe the ball was too long, or Krunic is not fast enough to reach the
Yeah,
ball
because
and be put himself in a great position to score. But we cannot discuss that because we're never gonna know that. What
the
the ref sees
yeah.
is a foul to a guy that is going towards the goal
Now
to score. So
now the foul itself wasn't a professional foul. It was just a regular foul.
unfortunate, yeah.
It was an unfortunate foul, correct? But you know what? I'll take it. The second red card was definitely a red card. Even that one was unfortunate. It wasn't malicious either, but
It was a red card. It was a
it,
red card.
it was a red card for sure. But it is what it is, you know. I'll take the red card. But listen, I'm really curious to hear what people got to say about this game because I saw this game very closely, Larry, very closely, literally every second, every minute, every hour, uh, and uh, and I think people misread this game.
I mean, I haven't seen the game, so I'm really curious. I'm actually doing this live because I'm really curious to hear the opinion of everyone. and I know a bit how everyone thinks, so I can judge. I can get my conclusion at the end, about the game and everything. But it was a tough game, for sure, and I knew that it's gonna be an ugly win when it's not easy to win. And yeah, let's see what people are going to say. There is some people on the chat. Let me put the link. Maybe somebody wants to
Oh,
join.
I pinned it.
You pinned it already? Let me do it again. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I have my audio difficulties fixed.
Oh, we got Pete.
Oh, Pete is here, man. How's it
I
going,
wasn't
Pete?
connecting to my Bluetooth headphones for some reason, so you guys were just talking in silence. I couldn't hear a thing you were saying.
Tornado Pete. Tornado Pete.
What is this
As long as
noise,
we're not
man?
talking about Donnarumma, we're fine.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, are we still talking about him?
Yeah, let's talk about let's do a whole stream about Donnarumma.
Please no.
We've done already that.
You
For
guys
the
want
love
to
of
do
God,
that?
please no. I
I-
can't.
Come on,
take it.
I beg you.
did
I
you-
beg you.
Pete, did they talk about Donnarumma the last Friday?
Well, the one before that we did, and I got pretty heated.
I think
I
don't
had to
remember.
listen to these guys for like 45 minutes, just trash Milan fans nonstop, and so I got pretty heated about that.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I left you alone that Friday. I
It's
was
okay.
there.
There's a bunch of Juventini on here, and I was by myself.
amazing.
We have a
Amazing.
Juventino always here.
The funny thing yesterday is that all the Juventini were expecting us to get a weak penalty. Ironically, they were complaining about us and our penalties, and then we were able to win with open play goals. So I'm happy about that.
Did we get a penalty? No, we didn't get any penalty.
No, we didn't. But on Twitter, they were just waiting for it.
Exactly. Everyone was waiting for that penalty. To be fair, this season we got how many penalties? Like 2? And we scored just 1?
3 or 4, I think. But
No, we got 2 penalties. 1. We scored just 1. 1 was missed by
Giroud
Kessie
scored 1.
against Lazio.
Frank missed 1, and Giroud scored 1, and Frank scored 1.
So 3, yeah.
3.
Guys, this weekend couldn't have gone any better. Both our direct opponents tied, so everybody loses points.
Yeah, and Lazio lost really bad too.
And Lazio lost. This season so far couldn't be going any better. Don't jinx it.
We're 7 points ahead of Inter, and we're 10 points ahead of Juventus. So I'm happy.
Yeah.
Who is jinx it, man?
Me.
Ah. We're doing well, man. We're doing great. We're doing great.
So far, it's going perfect.
And Teo Hernandez tested negative, so that's good. I'm waiting for the news on Diaz. I bet Diaz won't be back until Roma next Sunday.
I think Diaz is gonna be ready Monday. Monday is gonna be negative, but
It
it's not gonna be able to play against Torino, in my opinion.
I think it just depends. Were they asymptomatic? We have no news about that. If they had symptoms, they're probably not in good health.
But they haven't trained with the team. I don't think they're playing with Torino ever. I don't think so.
But to be fair, Mike, when I say Diaz is gonna be back Monday, so he can be decently fit for the game on Sunday. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
of course
I
he's
just
not
don't
gonna
think
play.
he'll play Tuesday. I just don't see him playing on Tuesday.
I don't.
No, but I hope he's ready. Is negative. Monday, so he can train a week and be ready for the game against Roma, which is the next game probably.
Yeah.
What about Kessie? There is any news about Kessie? Kessie is the only person who got the flu in a period where everyone is getting COVID.
He got the flu.
It's incredible. That is the news.
I don't even know if that's true. Sounds fake to me.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Maybe it's just things are not. I don't know. I'm conspiracy theorizing.
Oh my man!
I'm conspiring.
He wasn't exactly playing well against Porto either, so
he played like shit against Porto, right?
I know. Yeah, that game was an embarrassment, by the way.
But he didn't play.
I'm still feeling embarrassed about it.
Yeah, that was an awful game. I watched that game. It was terrible. I was ashamed to be an AC Milan fan for that game because I felt like we were back on like the Banter era. We were playing like the Banter era. The quality of the game of the football we were showing was.
In
really
all
cool.
fairness, Porto didn't look great either. Huh? They don't look.
That makes it even worse.
They look like a pretty shit team. I mean, I think we can score lots of goals against them if we can get our full squad next time.
Man, Skrilla. Yeah, go for it, Pete. Sorry.
I've had a thought recently since the Hellas Verona match.
Yeah.
I think we need more players in the midfield. We're getting dominated.
Well, you know what it is, Pete? Right now, we just don't have our creative players. So that's why we can't dominate, because we don't have the players that create.
Yeah, I know, but in that situation, because we're so thin, depth-wise in the attacking midfielder role, we should have been playing from a 3-man midfield or a 3-5-2.
I just want to say that the King of Narnia is here, Red John. How you doing, Red John?
Some positivity, guys.
Hi, guys. How you guys doing?
What's the lion's name from?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I haven't watched Narnia. What it's about?
It's about fantasy stuff that doesn't really happen in real life.
Hey, listen. I just
the lion, the witch, and the wardrobe, or whatever.
I just want to congratulate Roy for the result. They got versus
My
Inter.
God.
Okay,
you saw the penalty, Red John.
Just the perfect penalty, man. Now, hey, I'm not sure who paid the ref, us or Juventus. This is what I'm not sure about.
Juventus, man. They just sent the refs find out he has a new car in his parking lot. So
yeah, but
it's all sorted. By the way, we can actually get in trouble with what we're saying at the moment.
Really?
I don't know. I know it's not United States. You cannot get sued for everything in Italy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fine. We're still good. By the way, guys, I wanna before we start to talk about stuff seriously, I just want to thank our sponsor. I would say Manscaped. What about you? Roy did the first video, no, with our new sponsor, which is a trial. I would say, no.
Yeah.
So, guys, if you want to support the channel, first of all, Manscaped is supporting us with this promotion code. So, ACM 1899. You guys can have the 20% discount if you go and buy
and free shipping.
Oh yeah, free shipping, of course. The product is good. I know Roy already shaved his balls.
Yeah,
he sent me a picture about it. So
they look good. They look good, right?
They look good.
Really
they look good.
I used the
black and white.
yesterday, Larry.
And you know why it's such a great product? Because it has an LED light.
Oh, that is nice.
Why are you guys laughing? If you look at the picture,
that is a dark place to go. You need some light.
Light. That's a place where light should not be shown.
Guys, look at
darkness is better.
No, but look at the image there of the machine. You see, it has that light right there, right underneath the blade.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do a zoom, man? To zoom out a bit. But yeah, there is a light on the product.
It comes with the light. It looks like fucking Iron Man, you know. He's got the
it's a quality product, guys.
No, it is. It really is.
If you need something like that and you want to support the channel,
yeah,
you know what to do. It's it's not like necessary. I'm not saying, but it's appreciated.
The package comes with accessories, deodorants, a nice bag, toiletry bag. It's really nice, well set up. Yeah, I think it's totally worth. Spend your money on Manscaped.
Well, Roy, you convinced them for sure.
Or else.
Here you go.
Here we go. Yeah, Azwan.
There it is, guys. Look at that.
That is the proper
That's
one.
A beautiful piece of machinery.
And Pete is gonna shave his head if AC Milan wins the.
Pete is gonna do a live demonstration of how it works.
If we win the Scudetto, I will take all my hair off.
No,
okay.
Man.
My wife will leave me, but at least Milan will be successful.
No, man, don't do it. Don't do
it.
it. You're gonna do it when we win the Champions League, okay?
And I'll use the lawnmower 4.0 to do it.
Oh, you got the 4.0?
Oh yeah.
Nice, perfect.
Nice
yeah, guys.
One, nice one.
Yeah, thank you to Manscaped. Thank you.
Thank you to the sponsor. It's just It's just a trial. Let's see if it's gonna go well. But anyway, we don't do something that we should do more often, Roy. We should actually thank all the people that follow us on the live.
I'll only thank a
Um,
few.
I just want to thank everyone that actually comment and follow the live and the channel. It's always nice to.
No, they talk too much crap about me. I'm not going to thank them.
Man, you supported Juventus. It's kind of you should expect something like this, man.
No, they should thank
It's not
me
like,
for they should thank me for taking their shit.
shut up, please. Actually, when are you gonna stop supporting Juventus, man? They are minus 10, 11.
I was thinking about this, Laird, and ever since Roy has been a Juventus supporter,
Yeah, exactly.
midsummer or so, they've been playing terribly. So his reverse voodoo is working really well.
Nice.
Right, as of right now, they're the favorites to win the Conference League next year.
There you go.
So you're telling me Roy is actually doing us a favor? Come on.
Yes, there you go.
Please, Roy, never stop. Never stop supporting
I will
Juventus.
I will never stop. I will never stop.
Anyway, man, if Juventus doesn't play Champions League next season, maybe we can give it a try for Chiesa.
Guys, come on. Just there's zero chance that we even come close to Chiesa.
We at least we record this. We have it as the proof.
Yeah. But there's
an interesting question. Is we should recall Adli for January?
I don't even think we can do that. I think
we can do that.
Part of the deal is that, in my opinion, it's not like there's info about it. Part of the deal was exactly that we get it for cheaper, him for cheaper, and in exchange we let him stay there one more year. Like, this is at least how I understand.
Yeah, we'd have to pay them a few million, I imagine, if we redeemed him.
But let's say if money is not an issue, let's say we pay that 2, 3, 4 million, whatever. If money is not an issue, would you get Adli on board on January?
If Kessie stays, no, I wouldn't. If Kessie stays, no.
Yeah, it all depends on. I think we need to make our move in regards to Kessie by the end of the January transfer window. So whatever happens, that's how we approach it.
Yeah. So you guys think Kessie is still reliable if the game starts to become tough and you need wins? And January is going, by the way, for the African Cup. So
well, yes, but do you actually think that Adli is reliable? Come on, man.
Well, you never know.
It'll take him some time.
Exactly. So I don't want to bet mid-season on a young guy who doesn't even play in double pivot. He just
Kessie will be reliable. Kessie will be reliable, man.
But he's leaving in January. That's my question. And with the injury we have, it's clear that we're gonna have another injury in this week. You know, guys.
If he leaves, then yes, we have to bring someone. Of course.
No, but I think that is talking about leaving to the African Cup.
Oh, African Cup.
Yeah.
Then we will have Krunic, Bakayoko, and Tonali. Somehow
we're gonna have 3 players basically.
And in this ranking, Bakayoko is the worst of the herd. So,
just imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely need another midfielder. We have to have at least 4.
For sure. So you guys are up to get Adli or to go for Pobega? Maybe another option can be in January.
Oh, Pobega all day. If that was possible, Pobega should be in the team right now.
I think Pobega is better than Adli.
There's also some talk about this Vitória Guimarães player in Portugal, this 19-year-old defensive midfielder.
Oh, he's a defensive midfielder?
Yeah, his name is Handel, I think, or Mandel, something like that.
I didn't know
Is he good? Is he good?
Yeah, he looks pretty good, but he's young, so he's not exactly a Kessie replacement, like-for-like replacement. But, I mean, we can assume Tonali and Benacer will only get better.
Yeah, but we need get some bodies in January because let's say you have Krunic and Tonali playing in the middle, and you have in the bench Bakayoko, and one injury away from playing Calabria in that position.
Yeah, that's why this other young player would be good.
So adding some bodies, or even Adli, I wouldn't mind having him in the bench and starting to adapt to the Serie A, adapt to the club, to the team.
Yeah, and he can also play attacking midfielder as well.
Exactly, he can play as an attacking midfielder as well. Different way, like Diaz does, but still.
Sorry, not to interrupt or sway the conversation elsewhere. I just want to say one quick thing. I just saw the highlight of one of Verona's goals against Lazio. It was a penalty, and he did a panenka.
Hmm.
I think it was Verona.
No, I
No,
think it was.
there weren't any penalties in that game. It was
Oh,
all
yeah.
I think it was Empoli.
Simeone.
Empoli
Oh,
scored last.
Empoli, yeah. He did a panenka, and the goalkeeper.
Scamacca.
Oh, it was Kamaka, and the goalkeeper got pissed off and chased him.
On
No, it's
wait,
Pinamonti.
it's
Pinamonti.
Pinamonti,
Yeah,
exactly.
Andrea
Pinamonti. Yeah,
Yeah,
he did the
exactly.
panenka, and the goalkeeper got pissed off and chased Pinamonti when he celebrated.
I think the
Really?
goalkeeper was right. I think the goalkeeper was
That's
right,
hilarious.
in my opinion.
Why?
In my
Why?
opinion.
Why was he wrong?
Why?
Because the result was 3-0. You motherfucker, it's easy to do a Panenka when the result is 3-0. Do it when it's 0-1 or 0-0. So you're clearly making fun of the goalkeeper, which is in a weaker position in that situation. And you are like, yeah, if you miss the penalty, you're still winning 3-0. So I think the goalkeeper was right.
True. Actually, Panenka, when you are winning by large or a
Is an
considerable
offensive.
amount, it's offensive and does not show anything. No bravery. Nothing.
Exactly. You don't have balls. You're not
Yeah.
showing balls. You're just
Exactly.
being
Panenka,
offensive.
it's when you do it like Pirlo did it. When Italy was actually losing the penalties, and Pirlo did it.
Or Totti against Netherlands.
Or Totti, yeah, exactly.
26 years old going on a penalty kick like this.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is showing balls. The goalkeeper is like, fucking hell, man. But 3-0, fuck you. I will kick your ass and run over you. But anyway, that is my way of seeing things. Let's go back to Bologna, by the way, guys. I want to hear everything about Bologna. Pete saw the game. Rajon, you saw the game.
And I saw the game. Whatever Red John is going to say, it's probably going to be not true. So let's get Red John. You go.
Okay,
first.
let's start with Tataruzanu. And what do you guys think about Tataruzanu? What he's doing, man? I'm really scared. I'm really scared about Tataruzanu. That is my main concern at the moment.
He did
So,
a-
yeah,
okay, one at a time. One at a time.
I don't think Rosano did a bad job other than the
Showing up.
moment. No, other than the moment when it's almost slipped
Oh,
and Bologna could have scored a third goal. But
Oh,
from that moment, we started on the counter attack to score the fourth goal. So, yeah.
Okay, if I were to give him a rating, I'll give him a 6/6.5. He didn't really make any mistakes. He did have one good save on Arnautovic in a moment where they could have changed the game, but he wasn't really called much in action, to be honest with you. So not bad. He's growing. He seems like he's growing.
well, he's getting taller for sure.
Yeah, and also he's screaming, he's shouting. You know, he's getting a little bit better.
I'm imagining screaming and shouting, and defenders don't caring about him. Bring back Antonio Donnarumma. Oh, Skrillard, please. We are 1 minute away from talking about Donnarumma all the episode. But
Let's just do this about Donnarumma. Let's just do an
Yeah.
episode about Donnarumma.
Pete, what do you think about Tataruzanu, man? Are you concerned? What do you think about him? His performance in general?
I'm concerned. So he's not doing a terrible job, but he doesn't have the same ball distribution as Maignan, and that's showing. We need to improve our build-up play and build up from the back a lot better. I think we used Maignan's ability to hoof the ball down the field as a crutch a little bit, and Tatarusanu is not able to do that in the same way.
And also, it's not only just his ability to distribute, but Maignan has a very good ability to what we call in Italian temporeggiare, which means just to, make time go by as he just, and he allows the team to get into position, and he's really good at that. Tatarusanu does not do that at all.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, what I realized with Tataruzanu is that the defenders, they lack of confidence with Tataruzanu in the pitch. I feel that the mistakes made by Tomori and Kier comes because they don't feel secure with Tataruzanu. I'm a bit worried about that.
Yeah, the psychological impact is 100% there for sure.
I can see Tomori and Kier not being relaxed, not being calm. they're a bit worried. I can see that they're making mistakes. But anyway, what do you guys think about Kier and Tomori, their performance with Bologna? Pete, you can start if you want.
I think both of them have been looking a little frantic over the last couple of games. And it's not just them, it's the whole team. We're looking like we don't want the ball at our feet. And so we do a lot of these fast passing motions and without real purpose, and we're just anxious. And that includes Kier and Tomori, and it's costing us when we're building up.
Yeah, I think that the fact they are anxious is because the goalkeeper, in my opinion.
Yeah, maybe.
They don't have that extra man to play.
And it's not just them, though. It's the whole team. We don't look comfortable with the ball.
Yeah, that's an issue we need to solve, because now we're going for big games and it's going to be really hard. And Torino is a big game.
I think part of it is Diaz because Diaz plays between the lines and is always a passing option as well, passing the ball forward, and we don't have that outlet either.
Mm-hmm. And Fernandez as well, I think, is a guy that runs with the ball and gives you that. Is an option. Yeah. Well, but I saw some mistakes. I saw one of the goals here did a really bad sliding,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was completely out of time,
He was so far away from the ball. I have no idea. I think in the match against Porto, Tomori didn't do a good match, but Kier was superb. And in the match against Bologna, both of them were kind of shaky, to be honest.
Shaky is the right word. Yeah.
So it's not like totally bad, but not the solidity we usually have. So yeah,
I feel like we're going towards to the first lose in Serie A.
And
first defeat in Serie A.
And the problem is that we play versus Torino, and Torino is a hard side now with Juric.
Yeah, it's a good team. Yeah.
Ron,
what do you have to say
all
about
right, so
Kier
I'm not
Tomori?
very negative actually about some of the things I'm seeing. To be honest with you, like as I had mentioned already against Verona, Milan has changed the way they build. It's just a very simple building from four in the back. They're not doing any interchanges or anything of that like they were, but they are looking more solid right now. They are starting to get used to this system. So Chiara and Tomori, in possession, they did what they usually do. It's only that we don't have the players that can hold the ball, that can create. So we're not seeing that part of the game so much. Now, it seems like they have dipped in form a little bit. That actually, when Bologna scored that goal, it wasn't just Kier that made the mistake. Arnautovic did a really good move that took Tomori out of the game first. Then Soriano took Chiara out of the game, and then Musabaro took Calabria out of the game. So all three of our key defenders got taken out of the game there by Bologna. I don't think it's a coincidence that Bologna has so many points. They have a lot of technical players, a lot of good players that can create chances, and I see why they're outside of the Seven Sisters. They are maybe the best team right now. So I would say more positive than negative overall.
It's really positive, just considering how many injuries we have, and we're still picking up points. In previous seasons, these are games. The Hellas Verona match and the Bologna match are games we would lose, and we'd be slowly sinking down the table. But somehow we're able to scrap out points.
I would say if I were to give him a rating, I'd both give him around a 6 and a 6.5, both of them.
I feel like they need to do better. I feel like they need to be how can I say, we rely on them a lot, especially on confidence. If they are doing well, the whole team does well, because the midfielder feels more protected. The fullbacks, they feel more protected. So they need to do better. They need to show some leadership now that Magnani is not in the pitch.
And Lard, I want to add one more thing. You're absolutely right about Magnani's impact, but I do want to add one more thing. Honestly, the only mistake they made was that one goal there that Bologna scored on us. Well-deserved goal because it was a beautiful. The way Bologna scored was absolutely beautiful. The other goal that Bologna scored, I mean, it was a weird goal. It was a lucky goal, really. Ibrahimovic didn't read the ball properly. It was an own goal. Like Bologna, no Bologna player was near that ball when it came into the box.
It was just an incredible corner.
Yeah, but I think Ibrahimovic there thought that Bakayoko got the ball with his head. Bakayoko failed, and Ibra was just found like unprepared. And then, but it's not even the goal. The problem is that even Arnautovic had another occasion later when we were one goal up, 3-2. Arnautovic could have scored there, and the match would have become. Actually, we were 2-2 when we were like even when they had the chance, and they also had another chance. Like the defense was shakier than normal.
Actually, yeah, it's a good thing you bring up that point. That was the other time that the defense got, let's say, penetrated. But Tatarusano saved us from a disaster there.
Tatarusano and Arnautovic making the. Like I think Arnautovic had enough time there to actually control the ball and place it on the other side of the goal, but he waited.
We got lucky. His first touch wasn't great.
Yep, exactly. Yes.
I mean, Todd, I can't wait for Magnan to come back. By the way, it's gonna be a long 2 months. It's gonna be long 2 months.
That's January, lad. January. So we gotta get used to him.
No, they're saying half December. So we'll see. We'll see. What about Calabria? Calabria scored, man. He did a goal. Our captain.
Before the goal, though, Calabria was shaky as well. Like lots of passes failed. He lost some 1v1s, but then he scored the goal, and after the goal, I think he got better mentally after that. And he had a great game.
Yeah, he had a rough game against Porto.
Yeah.
Oh.
But because Diaz was twice as fast, like versus Porto, it was the first time I think that I've seen Tomori make a tactical foul because he couldn't keep up with the pace of Diaz. It's literally the first time. Usually Tomori just burns you with his pace. So yeah,
it's gonna be really hard. I feel like the guys are a bit tired. But so Calabria did a good game after the goal.
Yeah.
And Balotelli. Sorry, Roy, you want to say?
Yeah, I don't know if I really agree that he had a bad game even before the goal. Honestly, I'm seeing a lot of negative comments that the team played like shit, and I see a lot of people saying that. I did not see that. I mean, the team pretty much for 90 minutes, even when it was 11-11, dictated the tempo of the game. Like they decided at what tempo the game was being played the whole game.
No, we decided the tempo of the game in the first half. In the first half, we played a pretty good game. Then in the second half, we entered the match as if the match was over.
Oh no! Okay, well, yeah, we can say that Milan maybe sinned there a little bit. Maybe they thought the game was over. But again, Bologna's game to me, Bologna's goals were, aside from the second one, which was brilliant, the first one was a little bit lucky. But I did not see Milan suffer at all this whole game. I saw them dictate the whole. Actually, I thought Milan was going to struggle way more. Instead, in my opinion, actually, I'm pretty sure, I'm 100% sure Milan completely dominated the tempo of this game.
We played versus 8 outfield players, and for 25 minutes, we didn't create one single shot on target. It only came in the end with Giroud with a long ball, with a cross.
Yes, but if the goal was going to come, it was just a matter of time. I mean, look, I understand that everybody is used to seeing Diaz, Hernandez, Rebic, and all these great players creating. Right now, we don't have the creators. Castillo, this is the first game he starts in such a long time. Ibrahimovic just got back. We still, again, only had Leao. So we're not going to see a super exciting game. But at least we saw the team dominate the tempo. We see the team more organized. That building is getting a little bit better. So I would give Calabria 7.
Pete, I want to hear from you because what I see here, Red John is saying that we didn't play well, and Roy is kind of saying we actually did a decent performance, and we are looking.
Roy is saying we played amazing.
No, I'm not saying we played amazing. I'm saying we
Roy
play.
is saying that we play well, considering there was just Bologna and the motivation and everything.
But no, the only reason why, because I think, and no offense to Red John, and no offense to anybody else, I think people assess a game based on how many highlight reels you can get, right? And that's not how you assess a game. And if a team can dictate the tempo throughout 90 minutes, your team played really well. It means they did not struggle. So
Roy,
Milan is looking good, in my opinion. They're just missing some of the attacking key players.
but here, there is a comment from Mustafa that says 11 versus 11, we are horrible.
No, that's not true.
We were horrible.
It's
we
not
didn't
true.
Until the red card. Basically, we didn't.
I
play.
think people need to watch the game again.
I want to hear from Pete what he thinks about this comment and this.
And take sides. Milan did not play poorly. It's not true.
This game reminded me a lot of the Verona game, except it was a little bit worse at the beginning. I mean, to be fair, Bologna has some really good midfielders and creative players, and they were able to hold on to the ball a lot more in that. But while we were playing 11v11, they were dictating the tempo for the first 20 minutes of the game until that first red card. They
Bologna did not. No, that's not true.
They were, and it's because we're missing players and we're not able to hold the ball. It's what I saw against Verona for part of that.
Sorry, Pete. I urge you to watch the game again because maybe. Did you watch it live?
I watched it this morning in a replay.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't watch it yesterday.
Gotcha. All right, keep on.
But I think it's still promising. The difference between Milan and Bologna is that Bologna is not going to put away chances the way Milan is, and that was the difference. We put away our chances when they came, and that's what makes us a top 4, top 2 team. Even with people missing, as we're clinical.
There was a lot of people. Fake Sides, for example, disagrees with Roy. They said that we played poorly, and we started playing basically when we were one more or two players more. And Paul KB as well disagrees with Roy.
Everyone disagrees with Roy.
Yeah, but because nobody here is really understanding the fact of the matter is that yesterday we played with the second line goalkeeper, the second line left back, only one fully fit creative player. So you're not going to get the exciting game of chances, step overs, ESPN top 10 highlights. But the thing is that people expect that no matter who's on the field, Milan is always going to play the same. Look, we have we have changed our tactics. We've reverted to something more simple. We do not have many creative players at all.
Bologna had 2 red cards, man. You are just forgetting this part. Oh
no. Okay, Bologna had 2 red cards. They did 2 mistakes, but
Bologna had 2 red cards, and they were somehow keeping possession, finding free players. How do you even find players to pass when you are 2 players down? How do you do that? It's impossible.
No. When Bologna played when they were down men, they played a very offensive line. They did not play like we played against Porto or Atletico Madrid as 6-2, whatever. They still tried to bring people forward. Even against 10 men, you can still. That's what I was telling you guys a lot. This was proof. Even if you have 10 men, you can still score. You can still dominate.
Yeah,
you can still create chances.
I agree with that, Roy.
And Bologna, that's what they did. But even at that time, it was just those 2 chances. They had 3 chances. Look, I think to make it really simple, Samu Krunic says it the best. I think Roy's saying we did good for what we have right now. Yes,
I agree with that, Roy. I'm not saying we played. We weren't able to dictate as much in the first 20 minutes because we're missing players, and we were able to prevail. And that's what encourages me about our team.
People are saying that in an absolute way, we played really bad. In a relative situation, we played well. Everyone agrees with you saying that we are missing a lot of key players. That's why we are not performing on the highest level.
No. So then why say that we're playing bad? That we know we don't have our best players, but without the players that we had, I saw a team that was miles superior than Bologna.
Well, and as it should be, but it shouldn't take them going down 2 men for us to score 4 goals.
Well, we scored the first goal when it was 11v11.
True.
And then we scored the second when it was 10v11. Then when was 10-10, they scored a really early lucky corner. And then the second goal, they have Arnautovic and Soriano and Musa Barrow. Those are good players. Hey, Tomori was taken out. Kjaer was taken out. Calabria was taken out. That was a good play. Bologna is in a good position. But overall, with the players we had, we dominated for 90 minutes.
But that is a big word, Roy. I didn't see the game.
We
but
never
dominating for 90 minutes. It's a big word because dominating, it means you don't give any chance to your opposition.
No,
people are saying
that's
that
not what
Bologna had a lot
dominating
of clean.
That's not what dominating means.
Well, Roy, that in my vocabulary, that means dominating. That you don't give anything to your opposition. You don't even give a chance to them because you're so good.
No.
They don't even
sorry.
find the way. That's for me dominating.
That's never going to happen in a football game. The teams that you're going to play against, even if you're dominant, will always have 1 or 2 or 3 chances. That's how Italy won a lot of World Cups.
It happened versus Milan versus Porto.
What happened versus Milan against Porto?
90-minute domination.
For whom? From who? No, in Milan. No, now you're just guys. Let's be serious. Let's talk football. Let's not talk.
Yeah, but the domination adjective you're using.
Domination. Okay, fine. They did not dominate offensively, but on the chessboard they dominated. Maybe they did not dominate offensive football, like they did not just create chance after chance.
But then what?
But on the possession and controlling the tempo, we dominated for sure.
No, but I just totally disagree.
But Red John, you don't know how to watch football games, so and I know for a fact. I know for a fact you don't know how to watch football.
If you look at the possession stats for the first 20 minutes of the game, we were getting dominated possession wise at least.
No. We were dominating.
So. I don't think so.
Doesn't matter. Roy doesn't think so. Numbers don't matter. Roy doesn't think so. Listen.
Roy, if they scored 2 goals, they had 2 chances.
Yeah,
and people are saying they missed a lot of chances as well.
No, they didn't. That's not true.
They did. Aaron Hickey had a really nice attempt on goal. Thank God, Tata Rossonari was able to save it.
But guys, I have a question for all of you. So, are you saying that every time Milan plays, have you ever seen Milan at its top form never concede a chance on goal?
I'll tell you an example.
That's not what I'm saying.
Against Lazio.
Yeah.
Lazio, we dominated them. The chances they had, they were never clear chances. Yeah, they create some, but never clear.
I am sure
that is going to be a goal.
I am sure that there were some chances that were decent. I'm sure. Against Lazio, Laert, we had our full squad against Lazio.
But that is domination. That's what we're discussing. Domination is that.
Okay, but well, I don't see domination as bad. To me, domination just means when you have control over the game. It doesn't necessarily mean you're creating more chances or chance after chance. To me, domination is when you're winning the chess match. That's what it means.
So wait a second. We are winning 2-0. Second half, we are 2-2.
Yeah.
How a team that is dominating, so controlling the ball and controlling the tempo, gets 2 goals?
Because I'm about to tell you, Bologna has some very technical and creative players, and I see why Bologna right now is in the position it is. And out of the 3 chances they had, well, actually, out of the 2 chances they had, they took 1, and the first goal was a totally weird goal. That it was an own goal. That's it. They had 2 clear shots on goal, and they took 1. That's it. But other than that, Milan was in control of the game the whole time. They did not play beautiful. They did not play pretty. I did not see one moment in which Milan was out of this game.
If Roy, or if the definition of domination by Roy is that we kept possession versus 8 outfield players, then yes, we dominated.
Oh my God! No. This is Regia. I'm not going to Regia. If you want to go there, fine. Let's talk fantasy. That's not what I said.
Well, okay. If we want to talk about the game was pretty simple. We played versus 10 players for about 60 minutes, and then we played versus 9 players for about 35 to 40 minutes. I'm not even sure when he got the
No, no,
second
no.
yellow card.
It was
And
about 30 minutes, more or less.
30 minutes.
More or
And for
less.
this and for these 30 minutes, the 20 minutes between the second yellow card and our goal, we created only one header with Giroud and nothing. 20 minutes of nothing.
Yes, yes. There you go.
And that's
You see. That's what
and
I'm
that's
saying. You only base a game based on what shows up in the highlights. That's
no,
exactly
but
what I'm
this is
saying.
but this is unbelievable. Again,
They were going to
a
score sooner or
team,
later. It was obvious. It
a,
was so
a,
obvious.
no, it wasn't
But
obvious
that's the point. When you
because no,
dominate, you never expect a goal from the opposition because you're dominating.
Okay,
Basically,
fine,
you're not
fine.
giving
For
any
you,
chance.
okay, for you,
listen.
that's dominating, not giving any
No,
chances. Fine. For me,
Ro-
dominating is something else.
that after the match, Benacer gave an interview and he said, "If I would have hit that ball 10 other times, I wouldn't have even gotten the goal."
Yeah,
Like,
and same thing. Henderson against Liverpool when we
sure,
played against Liverpool.
sure, yes.
So what?
But our goal versus 9 men came from a superb shot from Benacer. It's not like we were dominating them. This is my definition of dominating. Dominating is creating chances. Dominating is playing around your
Yeah,
around the box of your opposition,
that's what we did. That's
which
what
by
we
the
did.
way had 2 less players than us. Not just that, but even with 8 men, somehow they were still able to go on the counter attack.
This is so not true what you're saying. This
Somehow
is so not true.
with 8 men they were still able to find
Guys,
free players to pass with in order to counter our high press. Like, are you kidding me?
no, absolutely not true. When they had 9 outfielders, they played with a 5. No, what did they play? They played with at a certain point they were playing with a 5-2-1. They played with a 5-2-1. When they started playing with a 5-2-1, that was the last 30 minutes of the game. I mean, the only problem was that we didn't have our finalizers. We don't have much creativity right now. But Milan was just held them in the back. Milan was playing walking pace. We're walking. So I don't know what you're talking about, man. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Anyway, Saif is here, man. You want to give your opinion about this dominating the game or not? I mean, a lot of people wrote in the comment are saying that we actually struggle, and the players were missing a lot of passes.
But
We struggle to keep the ball, the possession. And
Light. I have a question. I have a comment.
Yeah.
I think that this is what people do. This is what I've noticed about how people judge football games. They look at a player and they see, oh, he missed a pass. Oh, then he must suck. But they don't see all the other 90 passes that he did correct. They only look at that one pass that he did bad, and then the 90 passes that he did correct, you just take it for granted. And this is how people judge players, judge game. You have to look at the complex. You have to look at everything. You have to look. There's so much more to it.
But for example, Six Sides is saying that against 9 men, the build of the play was slow, lacking of imagination, creativity.
Exactly. And what did I say? What did I say, Tick Sides? We don't have our creative players. Therefore, you're not going to get that creativity.
So we did not dominate. And
But
if you say that, we all agree and we move on. Like,
no, but dominating to me, okay, fine. To you guys, dominating means making a lot of highlights. To me, dominating football is a chess game, and you can either beat a team 1-0, 3-0, 5-0. It doesn't matter. But when your team is, to me, dominating means controlling the tempo. That's what it means. You can lose.
9 men.
No, even against 11, you can lose a game that way. But that to me, in my terms, the way I look at football, dominating means controlling the tempo.
Listen, the context here is very, very important. If we made the same game versus 11 players, then I would have said, okay, we just have a shit lineup because we have half of our players injured. So these are the players we have to play with. They're not the quality of the starters. Therefore, you're not going to have the same
creativity.
Creativity. Okay.
Yes.
The problem here, though, it's not that we just weren't creative. The problem is we weren't creative against 9 players. They had 2
That's
red
not
cards.
true, man. That's not. But
Okay.
even listen, even if you have no, now you're saying, first of all, you're saying, and sorry, I don't want to keep on going forever, guys. I'll stop right now. But now you're saying that even if we're playing against 9 players, we're not creative. No, we're not creative because we don't have the creative players. You can play against 8 players. That doesn't mean that all of a sudden you have more creativity.
Yeah, but you have more space now.
But you have more space, but it doesn't matter. If you're not creative with that space, what you do is predictable. At the end of the time, in that field, how many defenders are usually defending? 8. So it's like you're playing against a normal team minus the strikers. That's it.
Roy, we played like shit. End of. We should just be happy with the 3 points. We played like shit. I think that's the more important thing.
Fine, you guys can think that. You guys can think that. You can think we play like shit, but
Roy,
but we didn't. We actually did not. We actually did not.
Roy, listen, Roy. Here's my point. I actually like to say this.
Go ahead.
Listen, I know that you're a coach and you obviously know about tactics more than us. I can accept that, but at the end of the day, that doesn't make any less like of our point of view as well.
No.
What I mean,
okay, sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, sorry. What I mean is, I also watched the game with my father, who's also been watching football for 30 years.
Okay.
Even the Romanian commentator said, 1 clear chance against 9 men in the second half, and you call that domination?
Well, guys. I mean, it took one. Guys, listen. If you have everybody in the defense, and you don't have your creative players, guys, you're not going to have creativity. I mean, you're not going to create as many chances as would you like. It's just not going to happen. If we had Theo Hernandez, Diaz, and Rebic and Leao on that field against 9 players, we would have crushed them 5-6-0.
But then don't call it domination, dude. Like I don't know what are we talking about. You keep on saying
because
we
no.
Okay.
We
didn't have that. So
all right. So this is where I can talk about nuance because of the experience I have. To me, domination means when you control the tempo. It doesn't mean creating chance.
No, Spain does not dominate every game just because they keep possession. That's not how we dominate games. Liverpool did not dominate us because they had possession. They dominated us because they were able to create chances again and again.
So first of all, guys, listen to us. First of all,
we need to pray for Kangoo today. Talking about Liverpool and Manchester United. I hope the dude is okay. He had a rough day today, and just send a prayer to Kangoo.
And I want to say something here. Totti Brotta says, Roy, thing is, Bologna attacked even with 9 players, they didn't park the bus. First of all, when they actually did, the one time they actually did attack us, that's when we scored. Because we were playing 4 against 4 there instead of the defense again. When we scored an open play, when Brahimovic scored, it was right after a counterattack. So the whole space was open. That's when we scored.
Roy, let me ask you something. Wait, John, wait. Go ahead. Right, you said something about controlling the game, the notion of the game.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean? Controlling the game is when you have the tactical superiority over the other team, when you can keep your shape perfect,
okay,
and when you can move the ball around and decide at what pace you move the ball.
From what I can remember from watching the game every second, we kept the ball for like a few seconds. We kept passing around the back, which is not tactics. Every team can do that.
First of all, it is.
No, wait. And then the ball gets into the middle, and we play a long pass, and then we lose the ball. That's basically what we did.
Exactly.
And guys,
I want to stop this discussion.
But let me finish because they asked me a question I have to answer. First of all, the fact that you discredit passing the ball in the back, to me, it's like, why am I even having this? The reason why teams do that is in order to eventually create a chance. That's called being patient.
There were 9 men.
Being patient.
There were 9 men, Roy.
Being patient is a huge aspect of football. So the fact that you discredit patience, what do you want me to say? How can I agree with you?
Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Because we had 1 clear chance in the second half.
Listen, so you think just because they have 9 men, all of a sudden we have to? Okay, fine. They could. I'm telling you, if we had Diaz, Theo Hernandez, and Tatarusano on goal, we would have won that game 4-5-0. But you do not. Giroud is not going to create a chance. He's going to wait for a cross. Ibrahimovic is right now is not at that pace right now. Salamakers does not create chances. Benacer is not someone that creates chances. Krunic does not create chances. All our players are not players that create chances, guys.
Roy, you just said the one time when we made a cross, we almost scored. This is the only cross we made in the second half.
That's not true.
It is true.
No, the crosses were intercepted. The crosses were intercepted.
Guys,
I can't have this conversation.
Guys, bottom
Like,
line.
it's
Bottom line. We're in our toughest part of the season so far. We're in a really rough patch, and we were able to get 6 points out of 2 difficult games against difficult mid-table teams. And I'm very encouraged by that. And once we have more healthy players, we're going to be doing a lot better.
Anyway, you're right, Pete, and I think that's my next topic is the fact that we're gonna have a pretty tough few games coming up.
Yeah, toughest part of the schedule, right? It just coming up the next few games.
I just want to conclude this topic saying that as much as we miss the biggest or most important player we have, let's say Hernandez and Diaz, still 9 against 11. So having 2 men more, they are free in the pitch, without anyone close to them. You should be able to create chances. That is my opinion. If you want to win the Scudetto, you should be able to create chances. Even if you don't have the most creative player in the pitch, you still have 2 players. They are free in the pitch. So moving the ball a bit faster, having an idea what you do. I want to finish now because
go ahead,
I don't want any excuse.
But we have to say things correctly though. But go ahead.
No, that is correct.
It's not correct.
Free, 11 against 9. You have 2 people free in the pitch. That is not correct.
It's not correct. It's not correct because the people that are free are in areas that are possession. They're not in the box. In order to be. Because they are condensing all the players in the box.
So let me finish. Why the player that is in the box doesn't come out of the box and the player that is not in the box goes in the box? So the players actually, the opposition get distracted and start to move in the wrong position. And you create spaces.
How difficult was it for Atletico Madrid to get a shot on us?
We were one man down. We were just one man down.
No, but even when we were 1 man down, how difficult? You saw it is. If you put all your people in the box, it's difficult.
Listen, it's not the same. The difference between Atletico and AC Milan is not the same against Bologna. And I'm talking about 2 men, not even 1. It's 2 men.
Yes,
2 men.
Yes.
And again, Atletico pushed us in our half, and we didn't create 1 chance. I would be happy if
because of our shape. Bologna had actually a more offensive shape than we did.
Still, 2 men less. You need to be able to control that.
And they did. They controlled the game. Like I honestly have no idea why you guys are talking so much shit about.
Roy, would you still have said the same things if we didn't win this game? Be 100% honest with me.
If we didn't win this game, I'd be angry because we didn't take our chances. Because that's the only way of us not winning the game, not taking.
But the shot of Benacer is not a chance, man.
What do you mean it's not a chance?
It's not a chance.
That
is an amazing shot outside the box. It's not a chance.
That's the beauty of being Milan. You get to have players with incredible technique, and
again,
that is a chance because where did it come from? Did it just come out of nowhere, Laird? Wait, hold on. Because this is what I'm talking about. What happened before he took the shot? Guys, tell me, and don't look at the video. Tell me right now with your memory. Tell me
let me tell you.
Try dribbling and cross it. Somebody of Bologna cleans it out.
Right.
And Benacer
in the right position in front of the box takes a great shot. That is called creating a chance for yourselves.
That's our point. Me, Red John, and Saif. You should be creating that 6 or 7 of those before that goal.
What I am saying, guys, what I'm saying is with an Ibra like this, with no Rebic, no Diaz, no Ten, it's not going to happen. You guys are so wrong in thinking because those players are not there that all of a sudden we're going to play amazing football. So
No
then,
one is talking about amazing football.
what's
never
the
said
point?
that. We never
What's
said
the
that.
point of buying great players then? Then we can all play with the Primavera.
No.
Again, listen, no one is talking about amazing football, man. We are talking about shooting close to the box, like 3-4 shots
Yeah.
from Tonali, 3-4 shots from Benacer, Ibra,
And-
some headers from Giroud, from Ibra, 5-6 crosses from the right, from the
Laird,
left.
but that doesn't
Putting
even
your pressure,
that
putting
does
your
not
pressure to Bologna for 45 minutes because
like
they are
that.
2 men down.
Like that doesn't even happen during a normal game. These players never get so many chances.
But it's not a normal game because you are 2 men more, so
But-
you basically have 2 men free.
What I'm saying is that Tonali, whether it's against 9 or 10, he's not going to all of a sudden become more creative.
Not creative, man. Just pushing yourself more high to the pitch and
Yeah, and they
start to
did
create
that.
some chances.
They did
We're
that.
not talking about
And
the
eventually it
like
paid off.
Ronaldinho.
They
Guys,
did
the-
that,
the
and eventually it
difference-
paid off.
The difference for me is great teams finish their chances when they come. Whether or not they create a lot of chances, great teams finish them, and we are doing that this season. And we wouldn't have 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
We would have folded like a cheap tent against Bologna
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the past.
And guys, I'm not
I'm
even going.
encouraged. I'm encouraged by it. We didn't play a great game, but we still grinded out the win. And every chance we got, we basically scored, except for the Giroud header.
Pete, I have a question for you. Do you think if we play like we played against Bologna, we're gonna win against Torino?
Yes, for sure.
No.
If we finish our chances, absolutely.
No,
and
no, the
hopefully
same
we'll
way-
have more players.
Listen,
Available.
the same way, if we play in the same way we played against Torino, against Bologna with Torino, I'm talking about attitude, the way we played. Do you think we're gonna win? Because chances are chances. Sometimes get in, sometimes goes out. You cannot score every time. Do you think we can win the game if we play like we play with Bologna? If you give the space you gave to Bologna, you give it to Torino, or you give it to Roma,
No, but
to
they
team
didn't.
that are better than.
Well, Torino doesn't play the same way as Bologna, to be fair.
No, they play better, probably.
No, they don't. What are you
They
saying?
play completely different style. Bologna is a much more possession based technical team. Torino
And
plays
high
extremely
press.
well on the counter.
No, Torino plays super high press, and high press is
Yeah, high press,
have always been
low
have-
possession, high counterattack.
Guys,
have
if
always-
you
have always-
if you think Torino is going to come to the San Siro and high press Milan right now,
yeah.
then guys, I'm sorry, but I can't
No,
wait
no,
to
Roy,
laugh.
no.
I can't wait to laugh in your face the next
Roy,
day.
no one is
Oh
saying
my
no
God.
one is saying what Torino's gonna do. I'm saying if we play the way we played against Verona and against
No, against
Bologna,
Verona,
because against Verona, I think it's the same situation we had with Bologna. We
It's-
No, it
managed
wasn't
to
the same.
win that game because we
Wasn't.
Yes.
we have better individual players that actually can pull off an individual
Oh,
performance and
Yes.
help you to win. Because Benacer's goal was an incredible shot from a player that Bologna doesn't have, and we have.
exactly, yeah,
And fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. We have good players for that reason. But
right.
if we play in the way we're playing right now,
No,
do
that's
you
not
think
true.
we're gonna win against Torino?
No disrespect. Are you asking? First of all, you watch the game first, and then see who you agree with, because
No,
right
because
now you haven't watched a game. You're going by what the majority says here, and it's fine. That's totally fine. but-
I'm seeing a trend, by the way.
But I'm telling you this, Milan. The way, if you ask me, if Milan plays the way they played against Verona, against Torino, I'd have my doubts. If you tell me against Porto, I'd be like, I have my doubts. But against Bologna, I'm reassured that we are growing with this new system. We are growing, and what I saw gives me a lot of confidence that against Torino, it's going to be a good game. We can win this game, and we
just
have
can't-
nothing to fear about when it comes to.
We just
Torino.
need to be more disciplined than we have been. We're giving away too many easy passes and allowing counterattacks. That's what happened with Musa Barrow. We just need to play. We need to play a little better. Torino just plays a completely different style than Bologna. No, I mean, I hate to disagree with you, Red John, but it's a completely different style of play.
It's it's similar to the style of play that Verona had when they came to San Siro and scored 2 goals. Like, what are we talking about? Why did Verona come to San
Anyway,
Siro and play
my
high
concern
press?
my concern is not how Torino plays. If you miss pass against Torino and Torino goes on a counter, they score a goal, and it's harder against Torino to do a goal because Torino is a better team than Bologna. I know that for sure.
I don't know if that's true.
Torino is a better team. Juventus struggled against Torino. They scored in the last 5 minutes.
Defensively,
A lot of teams
defensively.
Napoli
struggle.
struggled.
Napoli,
and
every big
Napoli
team
should
is
have lost.
struggling with
But
Torino.
everybody is going to struggle with Bologna too. I think Bologna is maybe more.
I guess I
Inter
just disagree. I just
Inter
disagree
beat
that
Bologna 6-0, by the way, just so.
I'm not
6-0.
worried. I'm not worried. I'm worried about Torino because they're a good team, okay? But I'm not worried in light of the Bologna game because the Bologna game showed me that we can scrap wins. I'm more encouraged than discouraged because a lot of it has to do with the lack of depth and the amount of players we have missing. So if our injury situation is the same on Tuesday, hell yeah, I'm worried.
Well, we know we don't have Castillo, so most likely it's going to be Ibrahimovic again, which, by the way, a lot of people judge Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic, of course, he's not going to be at his top, but Ibrahimovic does.
He gave away a lot of passes, man. He looked really sloppy, and I think it's because he's not recovered yet.
He gave away a lot of passes, but he also did a lot of good stuff. First of all, he got the assist for Leao. That was his assist. And then he got a beautiful goal. But he comes back and he does, I don't know what the word is in English. In Italian, it's called regista offensivo. In Italian, in English, it'd be like an offensive. I don't know what is. I don't know how to say it.
Offensive playmaker.
It's what he did the second half of last season.
Right.
When he was still healthy. He comes back to the halfway line
right
to dictate play because, like I was saying, we were having a tough time holding onto the ball. And so Ibrahimovic came back to receive the ball, kind of the way Brahim Diaz is meant to.
Right. And he's going to keep on doing that because that's how he plays now. He doesn't have the pace to be a number 9. He's going to be that. He's going to be like Pirlo, but offensive Pirlo that can also score goals, etc. And that was one of the reasons why we dominated the tempo of this game because of Ibrahimovic coming back, and we played at Ibrahimovic's pace, which right now is slow. Let's hope it gets faster.
Guys,
I
don't like invisible.
And I don't like how he keeps taking all the free kicks.
How many touches do you think he had? How many touches do you think he had?
He had a ton. The first part of the game he didn't, but it's because we were kind of playing with him the way we play with Giroud, where he was just kind of waiting for balls to come into the box. But once he came back and received the ball, he was a lot more involved, and that helped us quite a bit.
Yeah, he had about 75 touches, and 80% of them were good, which is not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. That's the stat that I saw.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's the worst full match he's played for Milan, but he's played really well for Milan, and he still ultimately got a goal at the end and got that assist. So he's Ibrahimovic.
Guys, I want to just say to everyone, 42 viewers at the moment. Just if you want to support the channel, support our sponsor, Manscaped. You have a 20% discount on their product. The code is ACM1899. Here we go. We have it here. As you can see, Pete has one.
Yep.
And that's a great way to support the channel. And if you want to, it's a great product. Works amazingly. Is actually one of the best. Roy was saying that he has ever had. I'm still waiting for mine. It's coming this week. Please, that's a great way to support the channel, and of course, like, subscribe, and all other things. Yeah. I want to talk about Leao, guys. What do you guys think about Leao? How he played? Because he scored a goal.
He scored a goal. I didn't like him. So in the second half, when Giroud came on, I think it was for Krunic. Someone correct me. I didn't like how he was playing more centrally instead of receiving the ball and taking players on. So he was leaving a lot of that to Ballo-Touré, and that wasn't leading to as much success. So I didn't like that. He was tucked in a lot more. But in the first half, he was taking some players on. He's been mostly amazing this year. And I think next season he's going to turn world class by the end. This season he's going to only get better, but next season will be his real breakout season.
I think it's all about the stamina for him. Like he drank so much in the first half and I see him in the second half, he can't be able to run anymore.
Yeah, I
So
think you might be right,
yeah.
John. I think that's right.
I think the way we play asks him a lot to run, so he gets tired quite quick. And to be fair,
Especially
he's
with
young,
Rebic
so
injured too.
yeah, he's young as well. So it takes he's building that match fit that he needs, and it takes years for a young player to get that level. It takes at least, and he didn't play regularly the previous year and the year before. He was like, how many games he played? Like 22, 25 games a season. So maybe last season a bit more. So slowly it's building up his strength. So as you say, Pete, next season is going to be amazing.
He needs more confidence in certain. So last season his problem was decision making. He'd have the ball at his feet and he'd overthink it. And then there were always moments like that Fiorentina goal we all remember, where it just looks like he's not thinking and he's just playing. And those are the matches where he does really well. Sometimes he'll overthink it and make the wrong decision. And I think that'll just come with maturity and confidence. And he has a lot more confidence this season. So,
yeah.
My opinion about. Go ahead.
Yeah.
My opinion about Leao. So a few things about Leao I have to say. He's growing exceptionally well. The player is on his way to becoming top. So these are all really good signs. He's scoring goals in Europe and in Italy, and just got in the national team. Leao is a gem. We have a gem. We have a diamond there, and we need to protect it. The thing about Leao, I would say, is that right now, because he's the only fit creative player, everything goes through him. So he doesn't have the ability to share with Diaz, share the burden with Theo Hernandez or with Rebic. So, yeah, he's getting fatigued early because everything is going through him right now. And after a while, also, you start to be able to read. You start to become predictable. But he always starts really well. The first 30, 40 minutes, he's a beast, unstoppable.
Yeah. There was a deflection on his goal, but...
And his defensive work rate is a lot better, too, than it was in the past.
100%.
He's a good player. He's an insane talent. I remember Nathan, he wanted him to go sold and not Auge this summer, but that's another story.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Leao is just young and he needs time. And he still needs time, so we can't expect greatness from him yet. But he's getting better.
Ima Diaz next season is going to be an insane season for them. Injury, hopefully not injured and stuff like that. But next season is going to be amazing for them because they're going to have that physical strength that they still don't have because they're too young and they're building up after a long season, But who played in the midfield? Benacer and Bakayoko or and Tonali? How was Tonali?
Yeah, Bakayoko came on for Tonali. What was that, like the 50th minute, 55th minute, something like that? 60th maybe?
Bakayoko came in right in the second half, so right from at the beginning of the half.
Okay, that's right, because Tonali got that yellow card near the end of the first.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. How was Tonali's performance the first half?
He was really good defensively. Recovered really well. He wasn't great going forward, but defensively he was crucial quite a few times.
Yeah, I give him a good performance. I thought he did really well. I think Tonali is killing it, man. He's another
He had a
diamond.
Gattuso-like performance.
And it's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence when he went off, the whole midfield went away. When Bakayoko came in, the midfield became an autostrad. They were just running through us.
This is Bakayoko pulling off Balotelli performance.
He was terrible.
No, he was not terrible. He was not terrible. Sorry, I don't mean to disagree with Saif all the time, but he was not. He played okay. He's okay. He just came back from a long time.
Right. He's a center defensive midfielder.
Okay,
Tell me what he did when he came in.
Well, I mean, guys, the thing is, for some reason, you guys are seeing this terrible performance end of the world. I don't know what you guys are seeing. I honestly don't know.
Tell me what he changed when he came in.
He did his job. again, Tonali is way above him right now. Tonali is super fit, maybe the fittest player in the team. Bakayoko just came from injury. Give the man some time to get fitness.
Did I say that
If
he's a
you
bro,
guys
bro?
listen, let me say this. If you guys want us to beat Liverpool, we need Bakayoko match fit, even if he's coming
Roy.
from the bench. How
Roy,
do you
listen,
give him match fitness if he
Roy,
doesn't play?
Roy, don't change the subject. I never said that he's a terrible player. I said he was terrible yesterday. End of discussion.
Right.
He is a terrible player.
He's not. He was not terrible yesterday, and he's not. He's
He-
not a terrible
He
player.
was the worst player of Napoli last season. Like, are you kidding me? He is a shit player.
He's not a shit player. He's not a terrible player. He's a very
Roy.
good. He's an excellent
Roy.
midfielder.
Let's,
Roy,
Hey,
Roy.
Pitania
Listen,
takes
Roy.
offense to that, man.
Right,
Calm down,
right,
guys.
right.
Actually,
These
Wait,
takes
John,
are
John,
these
wait.
takes are not real. These takes are
Roy.
like.
My
I'm
problem-
sorry, guys, but these takes. This guy is shit. This guy
My problem
sucks.
is-
This guy is terrible. Like this is not reality. This
Roy,
is.
okay,
What do you
Roy,
want me to
Roy,
say?
Roy, let me ask you
My
this. Wait,
problem
John.
is that I have too many Napoli fans as friends. Get it? So all I've heard last season was, "Get me this fucking guy out of my team because he's destroying our team," and they are
Roy.
finally Bakayoko less,
Yeah.
and we got him, and they are doing a lot better than they were doing
So-
last season.
Sorry, John. Let me ask Roy this, okay? Can you hear me, Roy?
Yeah. Go ahead. Say.
What
guys-
was the strong?
Sorry.
Yeah, what was the strong point in our first half? The midfield. They weren't able to get through us because Tonali was doing his job. Is that correct?
No, the strong point throughout the whole game is that the team has gotten. First of all, we've have an Ibra more, and the team is starting to settle into this post Magnan era. So, so yeah.
Was the midfield solid?
Yes, very solid, and in the second half too.
What do you mean? In the second half, they were running through us when Tonali came off.
What are you talking about, man? What are you?
What are you talking? They scored twice against us, man. Come on.
Man, the first goal was a corner. First
And
of
the
all,
second one, and the second one.
you had
Yeah.
How
you
did
had
they manage to
Tomori.
get the
What
corner?
Tomori got beaten. What does Bakayoko got to do with Tomori getting beaten?
What?
Kjaer got
Wait.
beaten. What has that got to do with Bakayoko? Calabria got beaten. What has that got to do with Bakayoko?
They actually had half chances, and they could have also won the game with Arnautovic in the end. So stop this thing about Bakayoko did well. I didn't say that he's a terrible player. He just did bad yesterday. Come
No, he
on,
did not do bad. He did not bad.
come on, man.
Anyway,
If this is how we judge players, then everybody did bad yesterday.
No, that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't the case.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that
I didn't say that about all the players.
Listen.
The
Sorry.
Bakayoko situation is about expectation. I think people are expecting too much from Bakayoko at the moment, like Roy said, just coming from an injury. He needs some
more
playing time. And it's not easy to come in a game and understand the game and be effective. So
Right, he's never going to be like Tonali right now. Never. Give him
Exactly.
time.
Exactly.
It takes time.
But to say that he's shit is an insult. You're just insulting the guy. You're just insulting him.
First
Man.
of all,
you're not being honest about
Oh
it.
my god!
First of all,
please
wait,
stop
first-
this.
First of all, these weren't.
Cringe.
I actually, Red John said he's terrible. I think he's a good player, but to say that he was good yesterday, I'm sorry. What were you watching? I'm not saying he's terrible, but
No, he did
yesterday he was
good.
terrible.
I watched his performance. His movements overall were good. He didn't miss any passes.
What? He didn't miss any passes? Have you watched the game, bro?
Yes, I did. I want you to watch it again without being so hateful towards these guys. So just watch the game and look at every single touch he did. And
That's what I did. You weren't the only one who did that. We all did that, by the way.
And the
That's number
problem
one.
is that when he makes a mistake, you want to castigate him and you want to pull the plug on him.
Also,
That's the problem. So what? Everybody makes mistakes, my man. Everybody.
So he did
Roy-
make a
Roy-
mistake. Then stop saying he didn't make any mistakes. So we did make mistakes.
No, but I'm not going to judge his performance based on a one pass that he didn't do well. The majority of the passes were good. His movement was good. He is a Serie A player. This guy is an excellent footballer. What are you guys talking about?
Did I say that he's not an excellent footballer?
We are talking. We are back. This is Narnia.
Oh,
Roy,
Yes, we are in Narnia.
You are
This is
really on
unbelievable.
defensive today, man. You're defending
exactly.
the Milan players like
because they're being unjustly criticized, and this is why we go into banter errors, because when players that, like for example Bakayoko, we don't give him time, we are impatient, then we pressure the club into selling these players, and then we end up like the fucking banter. Let's be smart. Let's be smart and see
What are
where
you
things
even
are
talking about?
and judge things by the way they are right now.
Yes.
Okay, Ibrahimovic just got back from fucking almost a year without playing. Give the guy some time. Give the guy some time. Bakayoko just came back after a month. Give the guy some time. We're in the post. Magnan got injured. The team is playing completely different. We've changed right now. Guys, stop this over negativity.
No, let me speak. Stop
Yeah,
changing the
speak.
subject. Stop changing the subject into tricking. Wait,
go ahead.
Stop changing the subject into tricking people that I'm saying, or what Rajan maybe says, but I'm saying that he's a terrible player. I said he's a very good player, but to say that he did well yesterday, that was wrong. He did not do well.
He did well.
His positioning was all over the place.
That's not true.
And he had many.
Okay. Safe. I want you to make a presentation and prove to me why. Show me all the images. No. You go listen. Go do a film every time he has a possession ball, and then show me why you think he did poorly. Because
I don't need to watch the game for 5 times to see that. I don't need to do that.
No. Okay. So where are you coming from? Tell me why he did poorly. Give me an instance where he did poorly. Since you're so sure. Give me an instance where he did poorly.
Did I say that at minute 60 something he did that? I said his positioning overall was not good.
Yeah, show me an instance. Show me an instance. Show me all these many passes. Show me some passes.
His overall game was not good positionally, and he made wrong passes.
It was.
How is that hard to understand now?
It was good. I'll disagree with you. Let's agree to disagree, but you're wrong.
Roy, anyway, here everyone is giving their opinion. I don't think anyone is right or wrong. It's just the beauty of this hour and a half is to actually hear the opinion of different people. And I guess, each of us can say I disagree, I agree. But at the end, Saif has his own opinion about Bakayoko. I'm with you this time. I didn't watch the game, but I'm with you on the fact that when the whole team doesn't play in a brilliant way, everyone looks a bit lower than what it actually is in terms of performance. So probably Bakayoko needs a bit of gaming time to get his highest level.
Yeah, let me.
And talking about that, Pete, how was the Balotelli performance? Because I heard a lot of people actually say that he actually played well.
I was about to talk about that. I just want to say one thing about Bakayoko is he wasn't amazing, but he was partially responsible for Benacer's goal. The move he made to get a cross into a dangerous area in the box opened up the space for Benacer to get that volley off. And then number 2, Balotelli had his best game of the season.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
his crosses
really bad.
All
All
of
of
them
them.
desired, the accuracy of his crosses, but he was getting forward a lot more, playing the Teo Hernandez role a bit more. And he and Leao look like they have a bit more understanding than they did in the Porto game, even. So I'm encouraged by that. But I will say that Aaron Hickey from Bologna is the natural backup to Teo Hernandez. That guy is a very good player.
He's a good player? Okay.
Yes, he's a very, very good player.
Oh, there is a comment here about Telemakers that he's been playing bad since he did the renewal. Now, how was with Bologna? How did he play? I think he played the first half, yeah? Or no?
Second half.
He came in on the second half.
Samu got injured and Salamakers came on, and he didn't play great, but it's not necessarily his fault.
My opinion, he's right now. He seems like he dropped in form a little bit overall. His performance yesterday was, I thought it was okay. He just not added much. He did not add much to the creative, but his movement, his runnings, and his possession. He tried stuff. I mean, overall, I would say it was a six performance.
Yeah, it's I'm a bit scared because I didn't watch Verona games and I didn't watch Bologna game, but I watched Porto game, and I feel that
it was nothing like it, man.
the trend is the same like with Porto. Just Porto is a good team. That's why we lost and we played poorly. The other two teams are not good enough, and we
I
managed
agree.
to get a win.
Well,
But
listen.
I agree.
the attitude and the performance is the same. That's what was my feeling.
I urge you to watch the game because it's not. It's not. I don't know. Some people here are really trying to make it seem like it was that way, but it's not. There's definitely growth. There's definitely movement forward.
We cannot see the growth, Roy, for a simple reason that Porto is a different level from Verona and Bologna. That's my opinion.
I'm just
So
talking
if we
about the
if we
postman
play
game.
wo-
This postman.
if we play well against Roma or against Torino, which is a decent game for my judgment, but let's say we play well against Bologna, Roma, I can see an improvement because I think okay, we play really bad against Porto, but still with Roma we managed to play well and create chances and score goals. I can say okay, we are coming out of this situation. But at the moment, I feel like we are tired. We are not playing well, and probably it's because
But
we're
it's
missing a
not
lot
true.
of players.
It's not true that we're not playing well. We played well. You're being conditioned by some of these guys' opinions that are just nonsense.
But we play. Listen, Roy. In my
Why,
opinion,
bro, wait, bro.
No,
Why
no, no,
are
I
you
wanna-
calling
I wanna-
our opinions nonsense?
Stop taking Roy's baits, dudes. Come on.
That's
wanna-
disrespectful. Come on.
No. I wanna explain this thing to Roy because Roy, football is not like you wake up one day and you play in one way, and you wake up the other day and we play in a different way. If we played so bad against Porto,
Yeah.
that means that we are in a bad moment, at least in terms of game.
Well, let me
Just
say
with
this.
Verona and Bologna, we can cover that because we are a better team and we can score goals.
Yes. So first of all, Porto is a Champions League team, and Porto. First of all, there's some things that we have to remember, guys. There's so many things. First of all, Porto has 0 players in the national break. Did you guys know that?
I'm
But-
not sure about that. I'm not sure. About
Porto
that.
had. I think it was close to none. I think 0 is true, but I think it was close to none in the international break. 1. Second, they don't have injuries. 2, they're not a very good team, even at full force. In their own stadium against a depleted Milan, they barely scraped a win. Milan right now is not. Right now, the situation with Milan right now maybe is not good enough to beat a very fit Porto, but against Bologna, against Torino, guys, it's good.
Roy, I
nothing to
saw
worry
the game. I saw the game against Porto. We barely saw their goal, man.
What do you mean?
That we played really bad. Porto killed us. They were in our position.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
had chances.
but
They
they
had a
don't
lot of
look.
chances.
They don't look great either. They don't look like a great team. Either.
Well, thank God they don't look great.
I mean,
We
they don't
shit.
look like Milan
They
at
don't
full
look
form.
great.
If Milan was at full form, we could have won that game 3-0.
No, I don't know that, man. I think there is a
With
problem with attitude
Magnan,
here.
with Hernandez, with Diaz, with Rebic, with Ibra, with Giroud,
We're not
with
gonna have
Kessie,
that.
with Kessie. Yes, okay. But that's who we are. And then right now, because of medical staff, that's who we can't be. But Milan at full force is a million times better than Porto. A million times.
Hopefully you're right, but I'm a bit concerned, to be honest.
I agree
haven't
with
seen-
that, Roy.
I'm a bit concerned, Roy, because we for example the previous season we had those injuries, but still the attitude was there. I remember a game against Verona where we played with Krunic as a number 10, Dalot as a left back, and I think was Krunic as a left wing and Leao as a number 10, and right wing was Casti and a striker was Rebic, and we managed to win that game. So
Against
and we
who?
played well against
Against
Verona
who?
the previous season.
Oh, against
And
Verona.
we played well.
Yeah, but
well.
My
We played
question is,
good
do you think
football.
we could have beaten Porto with that team in their home stadium in the Champions League night? Without our main defense either?
But this time we had a better team against Porto. We could have done better.
But we only
Or
had
we could have
Leao,
created,
but we only had Leao to create chances.
But we had Telemakers, we had Benacer, Tonali.
But you know these guys
Calabria.
don't create chances though. These guys do not create chances.
I don't
At the,
know, man.
at the end of the day, the players that create chances are Hernandez, Diaz, Rebic, Leao, Ibra, and that's it. Messias when he's back. All the other players are players that need the creators in order to get in positions to score. But
We need to
Rebic,
get better. Hopefully, we're gonna get better. I'm a bit concerned. I'll be honest with you. It's not about. It's what I feel. It's more about feeling. I'll be worried, to be honest. Hopefully, I'm wrong, and let's see. What do you guys think about Torino, man? Let's talk about Torino and the next few games we're gonna have. I'll show you now. It's gonna be a rough run. Where are you, AC Milan? Here we go.
okay, I'll just go first, and then I'll try and keep it short.
Yeah.
Against Torino, I think, as I said, we look a little bit more solid coming from this post-Magnin era. The Bologna game gave me that confidence. I think Ibra has now won the game more. So Ibra at the San Siro is great. We have Leao at the San Siro. Maybe we're going to get Rebic back. We might have Teo Hernandez for the second half. I think I think we're in a good position to win the game.
What about you guys, Pete? What do you think about Torino? Are you think we're gonna play better?
I think Torino has played one of the most difficult schedules so far in Serie A. They've played Napoli, Juventus, Lazio so far, and now they're playing us. They're due for a win against a big team. I don't think it'll be against us, but I'm worried because of how we whooped their ass last time we played, and those players will be looking for some revenge, and they have a new coach and a new system of play. They're Hellas Verona, plus 30%, you know what I mean? Better players, but same system, and we have had trouble against Verona in the past. But I think we can pull through with a win. This team is showing me that we can win even when we're playing badly in the league, and that's really encouraging. Because you're not going to be at 100%. It's not FIFA, right? The player ratings aren't the same for all of your players every single game. There's more to it than that. So when you play poorly and you're still able to get wins, it's encouraging. And I hope we do really well on Tuesday. And I think we will. And we need to going into that Roma match.
What about you, Rajon? What do you think about Torino's game?
Well, first of all, I think Torino is one of those teams that we have historically had problems with, like always losing points there, especially in the banter period. I would shit my pants every time we would play Torino. So if there's a team we could lose points against, could be Torino. Another reason is, as said by Pete, that Torino with Juric have created an identity which they didn't have last season with Giampaolo. Okay, because Giampaolo, he went there and he basically destroyed. So we just got some super easy games versus Torino, but now it's going to be a different kind of a matchup. First of all, because they've played versus big teams, but they have also played really well versus big teams. Not just a hard schedule, but also a really well played schedule. Versus Napoli, they hit a superb game. They missed chances, and then they got punished in the end. Versus Juventus, similar as well. They played pretty well. They dominated actually Juventus, but Juventus was able not to concede. So I think our game against Torino will very much depend on which players are gonna be fit. We already have Teo Hernandez, who's out, like he does not have COVID anymore. Probably Rebic is gonna be fit again, right? Like I think today he didn't.
Probably, not sure, not 100%.
Yeah,
but one
he
thing we have for sure, that the player that started against Bologna, they're gonna be tired because Torino played one day before us. Torino really had less players with the national team as well, and didn't play Champions League game. So our players, they're gonna be really tired, and we don't have backups. Our backups are all injured. So it's gonna be such a tough game, like awful game. It's gonna be even that one, in my opinion.
I agree with you there, but I think with Rebic starting, not with Ibra starting, because again, it depends how Pioli is going to approach the game. And I think versus Torino, we are going to need a striker that moves around, because Torino is going to press us high. Like I don't think Torino is coming to Milano thinking that they're going to park the bus. They're going to do the same thing Verona did in Milano. They're going to come.
They're gonna play football, yeah.
They're going to play football. So if we play with a tall, immobile kind of striker, we're going to struggle to counterattack or to create chances. So if Rebic is going to be fit and Brahim not, but Theo is going to be fit, we will win.
What about you, Saif? What do you think about Torino?
Yeah, sorry. It's a very hard team. I watched some of their games this season. Everyone they lost like 2-1, 1-0. I watched their full game versus Napoli. When it was like 0-0, they had 3 chances, like 3, 4-on-1 types of chances, and they could have finished the game and they would have won against Napoli. They have really interesting players, even defensively. They have Bremer, who recently we've been linked to. He's a very solid center back.
I hope we get him. He's an insane defender.
Yeah, he's really, really solid as a backup. And Sanabria, who's kind of proved himself in some few leagues. Brecalo, he's a very good young player. He used to play for Wolfsburg as well. Maybe Belotti, he can come from the bench as well. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna start. I'm not sure that he's a starter now, given his contract situation.
Yeah.
It's a very hard team, and I fear that we may not be able to break them down in case we don't have a player like Diaz. And also, like John said, we don't have a mobile striker, and I don't think Rebic will be fit for the game, so we might struggle with Ibra. I'm confident because the team has confidence. They have the most belief, and they want to get away from the competitors like as much as they can. But there's no way it's going to be an easy game, especially with the way they lost, for example, again versus Napoli, where they clearly could have and should have won the game. But let's see. If we're going to win, I think it's going to be mostly a 1-0, 2-0 to 1, nothing more than that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really tough game. We have somebody else here in the chat. I just want to say to everyone that Kangu is doing well, is still alive, still handling the situation. Red Devil Studio is here. My man G is here as well. No, man, Giroud is back. He's not injured. How's the red part of Manchester doing? It's been a tough day today. Man, that was a massive defeat for Manchester United, man. I think Ole should be sacked, in my opinion, as soon as possible.
We saw it ourselves versus Liverpool. Man, Liverpool are just faster than anybody else. They just.
No, I think Manchester United has a good team. It's just the coach is not good enough. He's not sorting things out properly.
Listen. With all due respect to United fans have been saying this for the last 10 years. We have a superb team. We just need the coach. They have a good team, but maybe the team is not as good. I agree that they need a better coach. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes the teams are not just created by names. Like Liverpool does not have the best midfield ever. Like if you see the names, I think Milan has a better midfield. But then you watch them play, and you are like, holy fuck.
Exactly, the coach, no?
It's the coach and the way players complement each other. Like it's a machine. Like Liverpool is a fucking machine. It runs perfectly on point. Everything they do, it's already computerized. They have it in their head before it happens. Like just watch today, like the second or the third goal, the first goal of Salah. Salah runs there before the whole entire defense of United.
I disagree. The first 2 goals, the United defense and the midfield did a mess. They were completely out of position. They missed balls. They didn't know what to do with the ball.
This is my point. My point is that those mistakes are forced by the way Liverpool plays. They are fast. and they know what his his fellow player is gonna do. Yeah, so they are like super. I don't know, man. Like
They have amazing players. They have a good team. They have a team to go and win at home against Liverpool. If they have Conte, if they have Conte as a coach, if they have Allegri, but I'm doing examples of coaches that they're not even the best in the world, but they know tactically their shit. They know how to prepare their squad. They can go and win against Liverpool, man. Fucking how it's called? Um,
Chelsea.
Pioli can
No,
go and fucking win against Liverpool if he had a right wing, as you guys say, a striker. We can go and win against Liverpool.
I doubt it.
Well,
Look,
we did two. We went 2-1 the first half. If we had the proper striker, we had another midfielder to substitute to put in, or let's say Kessie in a better day.
Yes, but guys,
Tactically, we didn't. Pioli didn't do mistakes like Ole did, and we
I,
were at
I,
Anfield, man.
I agree. I agree. At Anfield, plus you had to also apply the fact that it was the first Champions League game for 90% of the team.
Yeah,
Uh, Emotional,
a
like
lot of things. A lot of
I
things.
I, I, under,
Away,
I
the full
understand that.
stadium.
I understand that, but we got dominated for 80 minutes more or less. We played 10 minutes football. We scored 2 goals, but then we got dominated for the other 80 minutes.
guys,
Again,
I promise you that if Milan is for luck, we just need luck. If Milan has a fully fit squad against Liverpool, they're not going to see the ball.
but anyway, let's compare. I'm comparing Pioli and Ole at their job. Pioli at the end built a tactical situation against Liverpool that forced Liverpool to play a great football. Like Liverpool was forced to create chances with their skills. So to dribble, to do a 1-2, a quick one. So to create chances, and at the end they found a really fortunate goal with Anderson, an incredible from outside the box,
If,
shoot. So
if,
at the end
if
they had to force themselves to
yes, but
play
if
really well.
if
Manchester United gave them the chances. Manchester United told them, "Listen, this is the ball toss. You can score now." They did. That wasn't even the best Liverpool of the season. That was one of the worst Liverpool if you watch the game. Manchester United made the game easy for them.
The
I
players,
gotta.
the players
Sorry.
clearly don't want. The players are clearly not playing for the manager anymore. If you
Exactly. They
think
don't
about,
care about the
yeah,
manager. Yeah.
if you think about it, they should have lost many games. Atalanta, they should have lost. The game before
Exactly.
that, they should have lost, and they always
Villarreal.
get. Yeah,
Villarreal.
exactly. And there's always Ronaldo to save them. But I mean, United don't have an excuse. They have a complete team. Other than a midfielder like Kessie, they should battle for every competition. But the manager doesn't have any tactics. All they just got saved.
Now,
Yeah.
I want to have a comment on this. I agree with Red Jum and Liverpool right now, and Bayern. I want to add Bayern too, are the best teams in Europe, in my opinion, as far as where they are right now, the project, etc., etc.
which is
But
super unlucky for us, right?
which is super unlucky in us. Yeah,
The two teams that shouldn't win the Champions League are the favorites, right?
it couldn't be any worse.
Yeah.
That's 100% true. But I do have to also take in consideration Larry's opinion about the coach, because Manchester United has all players that are national team players that are the same level as Liverpool, as Bayern Munich. They have even an elite player, Ronaldo, which is very difficult to manage. And Ole, you compare Ole and Klopp. I mean, there's really no comparison as far as achievement, as far as charisma, as far as ability to put a team together. So yeah, I mean, Manchester United has everything they need to be one of the best teams. They need a great
Apart from
coach.
the coach,
They
they
need a
need a
great coach.
coach. They need to hire Conte straight away. If I was Manchester United, I will hire Conte now. So at
But
least I give him a more than a half season to adapt it, to actually understand the team and understand what he needs for the summer transfer.
but
So
Conte,
to fix.
like Conte makes no sense in United. Same as Conte
Why?
makes no sense coaching Milan. Teams have DNAs. Teams have ways of how they think of football. Conte can never play for Real Madrid. Never. It just goes against the whole Real
I
Madrid
don't
thing.
know, man. I don't know.
You,
Conte, when he had Juventus, he was playing pretty offensive, and he had he didn't play the classic 3-5-2 formation. Actually,
Yes,
he played
but
the 4
exactly.
4
But
3 2 4 yeah
but
4 4
right
2.
right
But
now,
with the
Conte is a
I agree with that,
catenaccio.
Tragic. I agree with that, Tragic. Go ahead, sorry.
Conte is a catenaccio kind of, and so is Allegri, by the way. Both of them are coaches which will stay back, wait, and then counterattack.
It's definitely better than Oliver.
Well,
exactly. At least he's doing
everything
something.
is better. Everything is better than him, but I don't know. Uh,
I
if,
don't know.
if,
I think we
if I
have a
was
wrong
a,
idea of Conte at the moment
if I
because
was if I was a United fan, I wouldn't want. I would want a new coach, but not Conte. Conte is catenaccio.
no, Conte. Listen, Conte was playing decent football, good football with Chelsea, for example. He had good players and he played
No.
good
Come
football with
on,
Chelsea.
come on, guys.
And he won the league straight away. He won the
Yes,
league straight away. He
Ca-
was playing with
catenaccio.
every no, he wasn't a Catenaccio. He was playing with a striker and two wings.
Laet,
He was playing with offensive players.
Ranieri won the Premier League. Catenaccio, 100%. Catenaccio.
Okay, but Laird Conte is not an offensive coach. You know,
He's not an offensive, but he's not a Catenaccio as well. It's hard to explain. It's not like it's not Allegri. Allegri is a Catenaccio. He's completely defensive, and he's gonna always play for the result. Conte is more like the Conte at Inter. He was adapting to the Serie A league, and he was getting quick fix. Conte, if he goes to Manchester United and he has a wing like Sancho, a wing like Rashford, and a player like Pogba, he's gonna play like he was playing with Juventus. He's gonna put Pogba. He's gonna put as he called the Portuguese guy,
Bruno
Silva.
Fernandes.
Bruno
Guys,
Fernandes, and a regista in midfield, and play with the three wings and one striker. He's gonna put Cavani probably or Ronaldo.
Three
He's gonna
wings.
have an idea of
No.
football.
Guys.
Laet, you are wrong here. Conte has one formation. 3-5-2. That's it. He's never going to change it.
No,
Never.
it's not like
I think Conte is a world class coach, and you give him a team like Manchester United, he's going to win a lot of games. But I do agree with where I agree with John is that Manchester United is not into that kind of football. They like open football, crazy open football. You know,
Same
Yeah,
as Milan.
when Conte was in Chelsea, he played a 3-4-3 formation. A 3-4-3
yeah.
formation. Then when he moved to Inter Milan, he played a 3-5-2. So he's flexible, but he always keeps the three at the back all the time.
Yeah.
Well, with Juventus, he didn't keep the three at the back.
He was forced because of Pirlo.
hey, is this Hillary? What's up, my man? How you doing?
Yeah, not
How's
too
it
bad.
going, man?
Not too bad, thanks.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you a Conte fan or AC Milan fan? Because you know a lot about Conte.
I'm a diehard AC Milan fan, but
Okay, that's good.
I know Conte very well. I've been following Conte when he was in Siena.
Okay.
And
okay.
in Siena, he played a 4-2-4. You
Yeah,
remember that?
4-2-4. Yeah,
And then he tried to do it with Juventus. It failed. And then he moved to three midfielders because he had Marchisio, Vidal, and Pirlo, and then also Pogba. And then he had three great defenders, Barzagli, Bonucci, and Chiellini. He said, "Well, I need to play them all three," so he moved to three in the back.
three at the back. Yeah.
We need to stop conflating solid defensive football with Catenaccio as well.
Exactly.
That's what the English
that's a big
do.
mistake.
Stop acting like the English.
I agree with that, actually. I do agree with that, yeah.
Conte is has a solid and quite pragmatic way of playing football, but doesn't mean he's defensive. His Inter was creating a lot of chances. He was annoying to play against because they were all waiting for you, and the moment they got the ball, they were going on a counter and always creating chances. Or they were like a team that didn't want to give the possession. They love to actually be aggressive and press you and wait for your mistake to create a chance. That is an idea, but Ole doesn't even have an idea of what he wants to play. That is the mistake, and that is the problem of. I think, for example, Tuchel is more defensive and still is creates chances and is a pain in the ass to beat for Liverpool and for Manchester City, which are team that creates a lot of chances. So Ole is not a coach for Manchester United, and people saying the mentality of Manchester United, they are focused on what Sir Alex Ferguson created.
I think I've watched Manchester United closely this season with their squad, their 25-man squad. They have more of wingers. Most wingers. That's what they have.
They don't.
Sancho is on the bench. Lingard is on the bench. Rashford comes here. He comes in here and there. You see, they have Greenwood the other side. Cavani is the only point. Cavani is the only points man they have there, but they don't play him. They took to play Ronaldo at the points man.
And they also have a weakness in the double pivot in the midfield, which is not incredible. It's not super high level for what they want to achieve.
They have McTominay. I don't know where he is at the moment. Pogba is there. Fred is there. You know, the team is all over the place. They need a proper manager that will come in and fix this situation.
And also, there's the Ronaldo factor. If you have Ronaldo, like everybody in the team plays for Ronaldo.
Yes.
And you need a big coach to manage that. You need a coach with a lot of balls.
It's true.
You need a coach that puts Ronaldo in a position of the pitch that doesn't compromise the whole game, but actually gets the result of the game. And without the team understanding
I think they will get this Zidane in the end for that.
Yeah, but Zidane had the prime Ronaldo. It didn't have the 37 years old Ronaldo. So I think seriously they need I think Conte is the only one that can give them straight, quick results, and I don't know.
So I know Conte have not joined the team in the middle of the season. He always build up from summer.
Yeah.
I think Conte. I see Conte going to Newcastle. Actually, what do you got? What do you guys think about that? Do you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Hilary, have you heard about the whole Premier League team? They had a meeting and they didn't invite the Newcastle owners.
Really?
Yeah, they had a meeting because they want to change the rules so no big investors comes anymore in Premier League, and they didn't invite the owner of Newcastle. They are all scared now about Newcastle. They can actually start to buy all big players, and so basically, City is fighting someone that is actually like them.
Exactly.
And Chelsea and Man United. That is a bit funny.
And they allowed Liverpool. They allowed the Newcastle to spend for the next 3 years. No FFP on them. So I think they'll bring in quality they'll bring in quality from January all through the summer.
I hope they make a massive offer for KC, like a 40 million.
Yeah.
No. 100 million.
No, 500 million.
They have for them. It's nothing. For them, it's nothing.
Contract left with Milan from January.
I hope they offer 40 million for KC, like to kill the competition straight away.
Yep.
And they offer him like a 10 million contract to KC. It's like the first.
They're pushing for Ramsey, Juventus.
Ooh, that's.
Well, that's just stupid.
I hope Kessie goes to. I hope Kessie goes to Brighton and Hove Albion.
The problem with Newcastle is that they don't even care about FFP right now because they are not even in Europe. Get it?
Yes.
So FFP only works, or they can only do anything to you if you are in a European competition.
They are 19th in the league, which is people. I think people are getting way too excited. They need many seasons to get into the mix. They are 19th in the league right now.
Yes.
Oh yeah. It'll take a long time. It'll take a long time.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna take less than what you think.
They should buy Kessie in January for 50 million, and they're gonna guarantee they won't be relegated.
It takes a long time to build a winning formula. It takes a long time. Why do you think it won't take them that long?
Because they have seen already how to do it. They have seen PSG, they have seen Man City, they have seen other teams how they did it. So they have a blueprint to follow. We have seen this. It's a film we've seen in the last 10 years.
Yeah, basically You have a
Before
lot of
Man
money, so
City-
you buy what you need. Yeah, I get it.
Man City,
agree,
before
man.
Man City, we had that situation that all the clubs were historically big clubs, were for 30, 40 years always been big. So we never knew how you get a team that is from nothing to become a top elite club. They've seen that, so now they know what mistake not to do, what player not
But
to buy, and what player to
but
buy, how
but
much
Lart,
to offer.
but Lart, you do realize that they might actually get relegated this season. Like it's a genuine possibility. They're not going to
Um,
attract class. They're not going to attract class players in January when fighting relegation. That's the
Listen,
point.
they fired the manager. Am I wrong? They fired the
Yes,
manager.
you're right. They fired the manager with a compensation of 8 million euros. But I heard that
Exactly.
they're in talks. They're in talks with Fonseca.
Exactly. So they're gonna get a manager that is gonna fix a bit the situation. They're gonna add 5 or 6 players that big teams wants to get rid of them. As you say, Ramsey, Kessie, maybe players like Dalot that doesn't play a lot can go on loan, or young player from big teams, or big players from other leagues like Liga 1, Germany. They can go and start to buy a lot of players, like 6, 7 players, and get out of. And the relegation is like, yeah, they are position 19, but they are like 5 or 6 points from position 12. So it's not like it's still the beginning of the season. It's not in the middle of the season, and you have like 15 points from position
This
10. You know.
this is what I say, like if with these endless funds that we're going to start to have soon, it's still going to take a little bit of time because you have to develop everything from the ground up. I think in 5 years they'll start to be. I give it 5 years. That's how much I give it. So is that a lot, or you think less? That's a question.
I think next year, if they get the right manager, they can go top 6 next year.
Top 6? No, man.
No way, no way.
What are you
Whoa.
talking about?
Yeah, I mean, if you
I
think
Maybe
if you think
fight
Premier
for the
League,
top 6.
No,
they're gonna be top 6 if they get the right manager, because it's all
Yeah,
about being the right manager. Top
yeah.
6
They'll top
without
six with
any
the right
problem.
manager, with the right players. Yeah.
No.
Oh.
They don't have the right. They are fighting for relegation right now.
They have a
are
terrible
not,
team.
But top 6 is not
top
that
6. No. Top 6 means you have to be better than Chelsea, Liverpool, West Ham,
No.
Tottenham.
No, top 6, you have to be better than, I'll tell you what, leave the 3 top, better than West Ham, Brighton, Tottenham, Everton, Leicester
No.
City, Arsenal,
Wait,
and Man
wait.
United.
Yeah,
These are not
No.
unachievable team. And
This is
I'll
only
do an
this
example.
is only the start of the season, Lart.
Guys, look at Tragic Bronson. I love that shit.
Man, listen,
if
you're gonna see
Newcastle
me next
invest-
season.
If Newcastle invest well in January, bring in the right players and a mindset manager, I think they will avoid relegation and build well for during the summer.
I'll tell you something, man. I'll tell you something. Conte got Chelsea in 10th position, and he won the league the year after. Straight
Yes.
away, he got Chelsea. The year before was in 10th position. Conte got the team. They bought Kante and another player, and he won the league. He won the league.
Are you comparing
I'm
Chelsea
not-
to Newcastle?
So I'm telling you, Newcastle in a normal season, they finish 14th or 15th.
No.
They can go
Yeah,
6th. They can
No.
go 6th.
I mean, okay, look, it's possible if they do
you
everything
buy the
right.
right player.
If you do everything right, but it takes to get that winning formula. It's not easy. Like it'll take a lot of, how do you call it? Trial and error. It'll take trial and error because you have to get the right personnel, the right people, the people that work with everyone. So maybe it's possible, and eventually, because you have unlimited funds, they're going to figure it out eventually.
It's true.
Next year, maybe it's possible, but it's difficult.
Yeah,
Next year, maximum they can do is be 11th, 12th, if they are lucky.
And if they do get 6th next year, and they're going to stay there for at least two or three more years.
Exactly, that's the hardest
listen,
part.
They
top
don't
6 to go top 4.
They do not want to be top 6, man. they gain nothing. If they are top six,
No,
then no.
listen.
If they are top six, then FFP rules apply to them. They don't even want them. The first 3 years, they will make sure to not even enter in Europe.
And that's
Don't
possible
worry.
too. That's possible too.
Because
Red John, the FLP doesn't apply to them because they know how to avoid it, because they've seen how City avoided, how PSG avoided. So don't worry about that. That is the last concern. For them, the concern is to be a prestigious place for the players to come over and to fight for a European competition, or to have that idea that actually we're going top 4 because we finished top 6 this season. So we are aiming for the top 4. So do you want to join us? You want to sign that 15 million contract and play for us? So that's the main concern. That's why they want to go top 6. So the next season they can say, we're going for the top 4. We're going for the title. We're buying our great players. But from a position 19, they cannot do that. So they need to figure out with the right manager. And listen, Fonseca, if you hire Fonseca, you have on board the best talent George Mendes has. Easy. You pay a big fee to George Mendes, and he brings you all the talents he owns and he controls all around Europe. Because Fonseca is controlled by George Mendes. Or if you hire Gattuso, you get all the players that George Mendes and other big agents that actually wants to bring their talent to show off in Premier League and to get a big money.
Gattuso would be perfect. Gattuso is so perfect for the Premier League. His attitude is just perfect for the Premier League.
I'll tell you,
that's who. If I was Newcastle, that's who I would hire. I'd hire Gattuso. That's who I'd start with.
There is at least 3-4 players you can get from PSG. 3-4 players you can get from Real Madrid. They are on loan around the world.
Yeah,
Barcelona wants to get rid of a lot of talent. Barcelona
yeah,
wants to get rid of Griezmann or other players that they are giving on loan and that they cannot afford anymore. It's not so complicated. They've seen it, how to do it. At KC, if they offer 10 million to KC net and to AC Milan 30 million, the deal is done tomorrow morning.
Yes.
So
it's true.
There is a lot of situations. So Raiola is another motherfucker that can say, you know what, I'll send Alan for a year to Newcastle.
My God,
these bosses give me 50
these
million
agents are the ones that are being paid the most out of all of them. I mean, agents make more money than all the players combined. Probably, they're just killing the game. Agents, that's the job. Be a football agent, and you'll become a billionaire in 15 years or something.
Let's see. But it's gonna be interesting to watch as an expert. And another thing, you guys don't consider that who is fighting for top 6? They are so disorganized. They are such in a weak position as a club. If you think Brighton, Tottenham, Everton,
Brighton is
Arsenal,
Brighton is not fighting for top 6.
Exactly, and he's making it. He's making it.
Yeah,
it's
sorry,
anomaly,
guys.
Larry. It's only 9 games. It's an anomaly.
Listen, I'm gonna stick with this. You cannot judge a league until the last month.
Exactly.
The last month is going to let's see last season. That's what we got to look
exactly. Watch last season.
Who was the top 6 last season?
Yep.
Yeah, I can show you.
Yeah, I think West Ham.
Yeah, exactly.
Leicester,
Tottenham, Arsenal, they were out.
And Tottenham.
Exactly. Now they have to be better than City, United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Leicester City.
No, that
West
is top
Ham.
4. Being better than City, United, Liverpool, and Chelsea is top 4.
Yeah. Okay. They have to be better than Arsenal, Tottenham, West Ham.
It is the easiest thing to do.
Everton.
It's the easiest thing to do. You can see it.
They didn't finish
points.
that far, though. They're like they finished.
They're all together. See, and look at
what's the point difference? What's the point
Newcastle
difference?
did 45.
20.
Look at Newcastle. Newcastle did 45 points.
Yes.
Okay, how many points did the 6 do?
20.
20 more?
Yeah.
20 more?
So you can see Newcastle 45.
That's a lot.
The 6-1-65.
Yeah, 20 points.
That's a lot. 20 points is a lot.
But I'm not saying this season. I'm saying next season. I'm saying next season with a lot of investment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
maybe one season is a little bit, but
one season is impossible.
Dude, you can go to West Ham and buy their striker.
No,
And West Ham doesn't go top six.
No.
Yuki,
Hey, guys,
it's not
guys.
Serie A, Dad. It's not
Guys,
Serie A.
listen to me. The English teams do not need to worry about Newcastle. It's us. We need to worry about
Yeah,
Newcastle.
exactly.
These teams in England, Laird, you even said it. They make more money just off of stupid TV rights. They have a lot of. They can protect their players. We gotta freaking watch out for Newcastle. It's gonna be a bad for us.
Roy, they did a meeting without inviting them, so they are worried.
They are worried.
They are worried. No one is gonna leave a team that is top 4 or top 2 in Serie A to play for Newcastle. But a guy that plays for West Ham, he can leave West Ham to play for Newcastle because it's not a big deal. Or a guy that plays for Tottenham.
I mean,
He
to be
can
fair,
leave
that is
Tottenham.
true.
Or
True.
Arsenal, there is a shit house. Is on fire basically. Why he's gonna play for Arsenal? He say, you
Look-
know what? I'll sign a 3 times bigger contract and I'll play for.
No, you're
Newcastle.
absolutely right. This you're absolutely right. I mean, Leicester City, West Ham, Tottenham, Leeds United, all these teams, they're pretty much their history. The size of the club is pretty much like Newcastle. It's not that different. So yeah, it's not like, hey, if I go from West Ham to Newcastle, I'm downgrading. That's not the case. If you're going from Liverpool to West Ham, you're downgrading. You know,
From Arsenal to Liverpool to Newcastle. Are you
you're
downgrading or not?
you're downgrading. But Arsenal right now is in a bad position. But you are downgrading, yeah.
Everton to Newcastle or not really?
Similar. Not that big. Not that.
Vlahovic, Milinkovic-Savic. There is a lot of players they can sign for Newcastle. It'll be surprising. It's gonna be interesting to see. Pete, what do you think about Newcastle situation, man? I know you want to talk about Premier League.
I couldn't care any less.
I know, man. I know. I was worried about Kangoo because all his best players are going for Newcastle next season.
Right.
So, Roy, what about from United to Newcastle?
Oh, that's the biggest downgrade, yeah.
Anyway, guys, there is these 4 games coming up, which is Milan Torino, Roma Milan, Milan Porto, and Milan Inter.
Wow, amazing. We're
So
blessed.
it's basically,
We're blessed.
if I'm not wrong, is 12 points available. How many we gonna get?
12.
Oh, you jinx it.
I think
I'll say 10 points.
Is it that even possible? Yeah, it's possible. Yeah.
yeah, I think either 12 or 10. I think it's possible.
Wait, but there is a Champions League game, so I want to know.
Knock on wood.
Are we gonna draw in the Champions League, or are we gonna
No,
win
no.
in Champions
Nah,
League?
I don't know.
2-0 Milan.
We are gonna.
I think we're gonna
every
win.
game,
I think we're
every
gonna win
game.
in Champions League.
Porto is not looking good, guys. Porto is not a. We're gonna kill him.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna
kill
win
them. I
every
don't know.
single
Kill
game.
them.
Yeah,
If-
I think we're
If
gonna
we
kill.
win versus Porto, versus Torino, we win every game.
But knock on wood, guys, because anything can happen, guys.
I'm more scared of Torino than I'm of Inter.
Yeah, Torino, they play ugly football. That's our player there, Popega. That guy is really growing.
Man, it's 10
I
days.
have not seen Torino play at all this season, so I don't know. I don't know how to judge. I saw them against Juve, and they did not look good to me. I mean, they looked like the usual typical team that is fighting for the lower spots, and Juve
What?
was just above them.
They
What?
looked bad against Lazio as well.
Wait. Torino versus Juventus. It was Juventus parking the bus for 90 minutes and Torino trying.
Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, fine. Because look,
Yeah, that's Torino.
look. I'm going to prove I'm not a Juve fan. I'm not going to defend Juve. Fine. So that's fine.
Well, I just want to say something. Juve plays so bad that even the opposition looks playing bad. They're so ugly to watch. Even the other. teams
But
look
guys,
bad.
Allegri is always like this. Even with Milan, guys, for me it was suffer. I suffered when Allegri came to Milan. It was suffer coming from Ancelotti and that era of
I agree,
beautiful
I agree.
possession football. Then we moved to this Allegri of like everybody is a defender. You don't no creativity. Suffering.
Do you guys remember when we won the Scudetto in 2011? We had Robinho, Ronaldinho, Zlatan, Cassano, and we would
Porto.
play we will play.
Pato,
Pirlo, Sidor.
Boateng,
Boateng.
And we would still play defense
Right,
and counter. Defense
right.
and counter.
It was
To
incredible.
be fair, he was playing a lot of offensive players. He was playing at the same time. He was playing Pato, Ibrahimovic, and Robinho with Boateng
Yep.
Yeah.
and two midfielder. And he was one of the first in Italy to play the two holding midfielder. That's
yeah.
why he didn't want Pirlo. He wanted
Yep.
Unlike
Van Bommel. Van Bommel.
And Van
we
Bommel.
also had exciting results. Like we beat Napoli 3-0, we beat Inter 3-0. So like we scored goals in the season too.
He scored a lot of goals. It's Allegri, I think, was defensive a lot in the last few years with Juventus, more than before.
Today's game, the Derby d'Italia, is it's really unfortunate because if you're a neutral or someone who watches another league, who tunes in to see Juve Inter,
boring as fuck. Yeah.
Like it's not a very good advertisement for what we're doing in the Serie A, and the Serie A is a lot more exciting than that game led on. It's really just really unfortunate the way those two teams played.
Yeah, and even Inzaghi, guys. Inzaghi is like another version of Allegri. Just
No.
when I watch Inzaghi in his 5-man defense, like it breaks my heart.
But
And Allegri is not. Yeah.
Well,
I watched the game today. I was trying to understand what role Çalhanoğlu was playing there. Is he playing attacking role, central role, or defensive role? He was all over the place, playing as a mediocre.
I don't know. I didn't see the game.
He's playing the Poli role like at Milan. What was that guy Poli? That terrible midfielder we had. He's playing that role.
He's playing like the half left. You know, there is Brozovic in the middle, half left, and is Çalhanoğlu. Half right is and half right is Barella. But Barella does whatever he wants. I can see him going forward every time and don't caring to come back. And I think Inter is not going far this season, man. They're gonna lose a lot of points on the way. They are not balanced team. I think Inzaghi he's a good coach, but not the top
Guys,
class coach.
other topic a bit. Sorry, I want to go off topic a bit. I would actually consider resting most of our players against Porto. I know that's controversial, but we're going to be playing Roma, then Porto, then Inter in 4 days. I would actually consider doing that. What do you think?
I wouldn't rest any player with Porto because Inter has a Champions League game as well, so we're going at the same. And even against Roma, we're going same level. They're gonna play as well. So they're all in the same shit at the moment with injuries. Maybe we are worse, but we are gaining some players. So I wouldn't rest anyone. I would play the best formation, or at least who is rested, and rest other players. So do a rotation, a sensible rotation. But I would play. I think Theo Hernandez is gonna rest with Torino. He's gonna be fresh, ready for Roma, Porto, and Inter. So he can handle that. Brahim Diaz the same. Brahim Diaz probably is gonna play second half with Roma and be fresh with Porto and Inter. So I will rotate Rebic and Leao, depend on which game is who is better for which game. I will rotate Ibra and Giroud. Selemaker, I will rotate him with the midfielders. I will rotate them, but I will keep our key players. I will try to keep them for all the games. So Tomori, Kier with Romagnoli, you can rotate that. I think Romagnoli can easily play pretty well all the games with Tomori. And that's it. Yeah, that's my opinion. I will keep always the best team. With Porto, probably I will play a team that is a badass. Really, I will put a lot of pace in my teams. I will put Leao, Selemakers, and Rebic. I will not play with Giroud or
Ibrahimovic
or Ibrahimovic, and have Diaz.
We need Diaz against Porto.
Yeah, we need somebody that knows how to play football. Calabria.
We need someone who's a good outlet for balls from the midfield, and Diaz is
breaking the lines.
Yes.
My opinion on this is I see where you're coming from, Safe, And I'm kind of on that boat too because I'm really invested in the Scudetto this year. The Champions League, I kind of feel like it's in the way a little bit right now, especially with the bad luck that we had going into the fourth game. But I think that at the end of the day, Milan is going to play to win every single game. So I just hope they do, and I hope that that brings us into the second round, because at the end of the day, it is also business, and the more games they win, the more money they make, etc., etc. So they're going to play to win these games. They're not going to rest players. They're going to play to win these games.
Yeah,
and let's hope that goes our way.
Yeah, and from a mentality perspective, the mentality of the team, it's always best to go into every game like you want to win it. You don't want to as a coach make it seem like you don't care about a specific game, because then whatever team you put out there will carry that same mentality.
Right. Yeah.
And anyway, Napoli is gonna lose points. We are not just the only one we're gonna lose points. Let's say we lose points against Roma, or we lose points against Inter or Torino, whatever game we're gonna lose points. Napoli is going to lose points. I feel like Napoli can lose points against Bologna next game.
They finally did.
They finally did lose points against Roma. They're gonna play against Inter after the break in November, which is it's a good thing for Napoli because Inter has a lot of South American players. They come always late after the international break. And Napoli needs to win some games in Europa League if they want to go forward, because I think they draw and lost some games. And Napoli has Lazio, Sassuolo, Leicester again, Atalanta. And there is the game against Napoli in December. Hopefully, Magnani is back in that 19th of December.
But their schedule is so much easier than ours.
He's not going to be back until January 6th, they're saying, Laird.
I heard half December.
But
Maybe I'm wrong.
Half December recovery, but probably he's going to start playing. I think that's what they meant.
Yeah, the target is for that Roma match on January 6th, is what I heard.
Okay, but they have difficult games. They have so they're gonna lose points anyway, and they're struggling slowly.
And then we have, and if we want to make a real stand on the Scudetto, we got to take points from them. It's up to us.
We need to win against them.
Totally agree.
Yeah,
at least at San Siro, we need to win or not lose. Yeah. Even not losing is important as well. Having a solid game and not conceding. You can always win in San Paulo. San Paulo. At the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium.
Because that game is going to be, if they're still racing at that point, that game is going to be a very big psychological, the psychological impact of that game is going to be very important for the upcoming games.
And the return in January, Napoli is going to play against Juventus, Sampdoria, Bologna. They have Inter straight away in February. It's going to give us, and Lazio is going to have a difficult, a return. A lot of big games all together.
Dude, our schedule though in January is insane too, huh? Like we are meeting all the top clubs in the space of 2 weeks.
That's why I think Adli should come in January. I don't
What
care
is that all about? Dude, what is that all
January.
About? Juventus did this. Juventus made the calendar, guys.
Who cares, man? You have to play these teams, and I think if you play them earlier, it's better. It's
all after each other.
It's better to play them in January than play them at the end of the season when you actually are fighting for the Scudetto.
That's that's very difficult. That's very difficult. What is it? Right?
It's Roma.
I can't see it.
Sorry, I'll make it big. 1 second. So you have Milan, Roma, Venezia, Spezia. I don't know where they've seen these difficult calendars.
Okay, these are good. This is not a problem.
Spezia, Venezia, Juventus, Inter is in February.
Is it one after the other? Juve, Inter.
Yeah, but it's 23rd of January, and after we are back the 6th of February. There is an international break, or there is.
All right, okay. You know what? It's not
Italia.
My bad.
It's not impossible, and we're missing the two midfielders.
No, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, actually. It's not that bad. For some reason, the calendar that they showed us in the beginning, like a few months ago, had. This is definitely not the same calendar that we.
Salernitana and Napoli. That month is gonna miss Osimhen and three
Osimhen.
players. They're gonna miss three players: Koulibaly and the midfielder. So
Anguissao, Osimhen, and Koulibaly.
Cameroonian.
sorry.
But
I
Now-
got you.
do you
Oh,
know
yeah.
who qualified for the AFCON yet?
All of them, I think, they are the big national teams are qualified.
Yeah, Nigeria, Cameroon, Ivory Coast. There are a lot of them. I think that's 15 of
Koulibaly
them.
is from Sierra Leone, right?
No, it's from Senegal.
Oh, Senegal.
Senegal.
And has Senegal qualified?
Yes.
Okay, so that means we lose Balotelli too.
Yes.
Well, no one was feeling the stuff about it.
No, because guys, who? By the way, did you guys notice where did Kalulu came in for Balotelli, and this time Kalulu played on the right and Calabria
on the
played
left, yeah.
on the left. So
Which is-
Johnny
Pioli,
is looking at our channel, guys. Guys,
To be honest, this was the more sensible thing to do. Like, I don't know why he didn't do that
he's
against
following
Porto.
us, man.
Yeah,
Pioli's following
exactly.
us.
I don't understand it either. Why didn't he just do that against Porto? If he would have done that, maybe we could have squeezed the draw.
Yeah.
Which,
Anyway, man, I feel like we're gonna qualify for the Champions League. If we win against Porto in San Siro, we qualify.
but how are we gonna go to Vanda Internacional and win, man? How are we gonna do that?
Vanda Internacional.
What's that?
To Atletico's stadium.
We're gonna go with Kessie, Benacer on the right is gonna be Calabria, Kier, Tomori on the left, Hernandez.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper, whoever is there, that's change. It's gonna be bad anyway.
If they're all fit, yeah, it's possible.
Do you guys know if Mirante is better with his feet or no idea?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
I have no
Like,
idea.
better than fucking Tataruzano, who's
I
a
don't know.
nightmare with his feet.
No, he's worse than Tataruzano, man.
Okay.
He's worse than Tataruzano.
Tatarusanu was a goalkeeper of the national team of Romania, which is big. If you're the goalkeeper of your national team, that means you're very good. I mean, there's
Stop
no
with this theory, man.
there's no
Fucking Brazil.
No,
there's no two ways about it. But Mirante has not been in a team for a long time, so that says a lot.
Cristiano was retired from Romania national team.
Tatarusanu is retired, but he was the player, right? For how long? Many years.
For many years, yeah.
Yeah. That says he's a good player, guys.
Dude, like
But he has lots of reflexes.
the goalkeeper of Albania plays in Serie B, man. Come on, like no.
Plays the goalkeeper of what?
Of Albania plays for Spal in Serie B.
Okay.
That doesn't mean he's good enough to be the second goalkeeper of AC Milan.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
guys, of course. I mean, of course, everybody wants to be PSG and have Navas and Donnarumma, and then the other guy. I mean,
The Primavera guy, basically, is the third.
right. I mean, everybody would like to have that. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind the situation of Chelsea as well, having Mendy and Kepa.
Exactly. Right. That's a pretty good situation.
Yeah, but
Fucking hell.
they bought Kepa for 90 million. How much they bought?
And they bought Mendy for 30, so 120 million, two goalkeepers
There
is
you
a good
go.
deal.
There you go, guys. We would never spend that kind of money. What? 90 million for a goalkeeper? Milan will never do that in their
Never
history.
do that. Never.
Never.
If I see something like that, I don't know what's going on with the world. I
it's
never seen AC Milan buying a striker for 90 million.
Our, guys, our highest spending ever is Rui Costa
Bonucci.
no.
No.
Ooh, actually,
45
Bonucci
million.
it's Bonucci because Rui Costa was 40, Bonucci is 42. Yeah, you're right. It's Bonucci. Fucking
It's such
hell.
a,
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. That traitor. He was a traitor.
Guys. What? Explain this to me. How is this possible? Roy, everyone who plays for national team doesn't mean they're good. How? What?
That-
What? What are you talking about? The best of your country. That means you're the best footballer of your country. How can you say they're not good?
Well, they are good, but
depends on the country. Come on, boy. It
No,
depends
no,
on
no.
the country.
Listen, but
But
the
even
problem,
sure.
The problem that I have with Roy is that Roy just deletes relativity from the discussion. Yes, they are good compared to the level of the country. They are the best of their country, but relative to Belgium or to Italy or to the level of Serie A, they are not good enough.
Italy has 5 goalkeepers that can be the first goalkeeper at least 100 national teams in the world.
No,
Man,
And they are
okay,
not even in consideration of the national team.
listen.
okay, but but then tell me the national teams, because this sentence is very general. Roy, everyone who plays for national team doesn't mean they're good. Like you're saying, first of all, if you're playing for the Romanian national team, you're good. Okay, you're good. If you're
Not
playing
good
for,
enough for AC Milan, probably. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
but you're still good. You're still good. So which teams are you talking about? Tragic.
Tragic Bronson maybe is saying that depends on the player. That's it. For example,
San Marino has a national team. Okay.
no, I don't go. You don't need to go too far. For example, the goalkeeper of England. I wouldn't put him before Magnan. No chance.
But he's still great, though, Laird.
I don't know, man.
He's
There's
a
a
great
lot of
footballer.
goalkeepers in. There is a lot of goalkeepers in Italy that are way better than him. That's the thing.
Are you
And
talking
he's the
about Pickford?
goalkeeper of
Are you talking
England.
about Pickford? Pickford.
Yeah.
I
And
think
there is
Pickford is
the
fine.
England. No, it's not okay, man.
But to say that he's not good, that's crazy.
He conceded 2 goals, man, in the European Cup.
No,
2 goals.
okay, fine. You can say Pickford. This Donnarumma is better than Pickford. You can say that.
Well,
No.
to say-
I'll tell you. Listen.
debatable.
Donnarumma, Musso. Where is the guy that is a goalkeeper at Atalanta?
Golini,
It's Musso.
Musso, yeah.
yeah.
No,
Yeah, me too.
and the guy that bought Tottenham, the other Italian guy.
Golini. But
Golini.
Golini is not really super good.
These are all better than Pickford, and I just mentioned few of them. I can give you 5 goalkeepers in Serie A that are not starting with their national team. They are better than Pickford,
Okay, fine.
and he's a national team. He's the
but
best.
I still consider him a great player. But I understand what you're saying. Okay, fine. It's okay.
And England is a big nationality. Like there is a lot of talent, a lot of players that actually a lot of kids playing football. So they should have at least 5, 6 big goalkeepers to choose, and they cannot find one decent at the moment.
Pickford is
Germany
good.
has 5. They're good ones.
Guys, Pickford is the goalkeeper that was able to save as many penalties as the other goalkeeper who won the best goalkeeper of the tournament award. Come on. Like, he's not a bad goalkeeper.
No, it's not good, man. Believe me.
That's it.
For example, another one, Lloris. I don't think Lloris is a good goalkeeper.
What does good mean? Like, this is where there's a disconnect. What do you mean he's not good?
For a top 10 clubs in the world.
So
Of course,
and what is great?
Magnan is good. Is
No,
great.
But what makes him great? Like you said, top 10. So what is great? Top 1, top 2?
Great is the guy that wins the I don't know, the Premier League, the Champions League, the La Liga, the Serie A, and depends on the occasion. If you are a team that attacks a lot and the goalkeeper doesn't even do a big part, doesn't mean even the goalkeeper is a great one. For example, Andanovic is a good goalkeeper. He's not a great goalkeeper.
That's what. And Pickford is a good goalkeeper, but maybe not a great goalkeeper. But to say that he's not good, that's
my point. If you have Andanovic or Pickford, I will choose Andanovic to Pickford.
No, come on, man.
I heard that Inter Milan signed Oana from Ajax.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Oana
is the goalkeeper of Ajax.
Oh, really? The first team player? The first team?
Yeah.
Wow, that's good.
He is actually being benched right now, as far as I know, because he refused to renew the contract and he's going for free to Inter.
That's good. Good purchase by Inter. Well done,
but
Inter.
He's actually at least that's what Ajax fans say, that he's a superb goalkeeper, 24 years old, so he could be great, according to them.
That's amazing.
but they hate him.
So it's all right.
Like we hate Donnarumma, basically.
I don't hate Donnarumma. I don't hate Donnarumma.
Like,
Okay,
I
me
love
and Raja.
Donnarumma.
like we all hate Donnarumma. Yes.
I love Donnarumma. I don't hate Donnarumma.
Don't love it too much.
Wait,
man.
Hillary, what do you love Donnarumma or do you hate him?
No, I see him as a traitor.
Bravo. We close it like this. We close this live like this. Well said, man. That is a great one. Forza Milan, guys. Thank you for joining us. Oh, let's. You know what? Let's put our sponsor for the last time because, as I say, we have a sponsor, Manscaped, guys. So please, if you want to support the channel, just go on their website, buy their lovely product. We have a 20% discount. Just put the code ACM 1899 and you get a 20% discount to all the product and free shipping. It's an amazing product. I'm gonna receive it next week, but I think Roy already got the product. How's it going, Roy? Are you enjoying the
Awesome.
experience?
It's really good. It's really good, man. It's actually really like for real. Like it's quality It's quality stuff.
It's a quality product. Yeah.
The LED thing, it just sells it to me. Like that's just really good.
You've never seen with a light that part of your body, man.
I've never seen it.
Anyway, it's a great product, and if you need something, shave your beard, your nose, whatever you want to shave, balls, head, it's a great product. Go for it. We're getting a discount, and let's see. It's a 1 month trial for us, so hopefully we're gonna sell a lot of them, and hopefully you guys are gonna love it. And thank you, Manscaped, for sponsoring and supporting the channel. Like the live, like the videos, like subscribe. A lot of love, Forza Milan.
I'll show you guys my new AC Milan jersey I just ordered with my name at the back.
Oh my god, I got scared. I
let me
thought you
see
were gonna
it.
show us related to Manscaped. I was like, no.
That's it.
Ancelotti.
Is that Ancelotti? 1 second.
Yes.
Give me a second here. Hey, let me pick you. It's how can I?
Yeah.
Here we go. No, how can I pick just him?
Wait,
1 second.
hold on.
Because I wanna show it to everyone. Here we go. Why Ancelotti, man? Ancelotti number 10.
That's what they call me.
True. You told me already. They call
That's what they
Ancelotti.
call me.
That's a beautiful shirt, man.
Yes.
What's the material like? Is it alright?
Yeah, it's nice.
Is it Champions League shirt or a Serie A
No,
shirt?
that's for the league.
For the league.
Nice.
Yeah, that's from Puma.
Wow.
That's nice, man.
So hey, you're helping Milan buy players. Good, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully, man.
We should all be doing that. Doing that.
No, man. I'm buying stadium ticket.
Okay, one way or the other, man.
Exactly. We need to find a way. Anyway.
All right.
Forza Milan, guys, and thank you for joining the live. And good night, or good morning, or have a great day. Anyway.
You guys too.
Thank you.
Take care.
Grazie.
Gracias.